Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the archive, where we once again return with Stolen Fate, session number 8. Hey, see what I did there? I know, I'm really clever, like super clever. A really unique rhyme I just did. Who cares? But we are back with Stolen Fate. As promised, there will be a Bloodlord session that goes live on Sunday, and I don't have anything else to say because I'm shitty with these Pathfinder intros where everybody is waiting on me to get back so we can get started. So I'll just shut up and move us back over here, and hope they're paying enough attention to me that they will notice that I'm coming back. And hello, everybody.
So
Hello.
But that's how you
And
do
that is
it.
why the disestablishmentarianism is the bane of existence and why Germany should rise again in 2025.
Damn.
Wow.
You're not really giving them a whole lot of time to do that. They
Yeah,
got
right?
6 months.
Damn.
Yep.
They can do it. If anybody can do it, the crowds can.
That's
I
fair.
love my people.
You're Polak.
I'm part German. It's like probably like 30-30.
That's true.
Oh, what? You're trying to rep German with that much?
Oh, all
Okay,
right, buddy.
let's hold on, guys. Let's relax.
As actual German heritage? No.
Me too.
Same.
30.
I have blue and green eye. You're just
I got
jealous.
grandfather
Oh, cool. You
straight out
got
of
weird
Germany.
heterochromia.
I
Not my
think I
fault.
No,
would.
it's just like splotches.
Bro.
No, I get that.
Oh, so
My
Hazel.
eyes are similar.
You mean like a husky?
Yeah. Like,
You mean
I
like
think
that
Mila
Hazel?
Kunis
they're
has
mostly
that.
green.
Doesn't
They're
she?
mostly
Mila
green,
Kunis
but,
has
like,
the husky, I think.
The blue, like,
Yeah, I
inner
think
weird
so.
thing.
Yeah, no, I get that. My
Yeah, she
eyes
gets
are
a
similar,
butterfly.
except it's the opposite way. Mostly blue with a hint of green.
Yeah, I got the cool green
You're
eyes.
both lesbian. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So what?
If that-
What's
if your
the
mother's gay,
problem?
then yes.
duh.
Well,
It all checks out.
that's fair.
It all
You
makes
know what?
sense.
D, you
Hey.
win.
True.
I don't think any of us have a gay mom here, so...
Checkmate.
Well, nothing's been confirmed.
True.
Well, that's...
I mean, how
Wait.
many of us can say we know for certain?
True.
One person in this voice chat.
That's true. But yeah, I went to the pharmacy the other day to look into getting some Viagra, and I asked the pharmacist. I was like, "Dude, you think I could get this over the counter?" And he looks down and he was like, "Maybe if you took 2 of them."
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good.
I was very confused at first where this was going. I was like, yeah, I know you were...
He
at the
always
pharmacy
does a
the other day. You
fucking
got my
joke.
meds for me.
No, he got his meds for him.
Oh shit! I'm bleeding. I'm dying.
For him and his little bro downstairs.
There you go. Oh shit! All right.
It would have been funny if you were like, if the pharmacist said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, no."
You can't take enough pills for that. All right.
Listen, they might be good,
Recap.
but they can't work miracles.
True.
They're good, but they're not that good.
Recap of Session 7 of Stolen Fate. Engaging the plants along the pathway to the cave where the dragon lives, we weather their piercing shrieks and chop them down. While recovering from this unusual flora attack, we have little time to ponder before the dragon we were on our way to see makes its appearance. With a loud roar, it announces its presence and intent to attack. After enduring its breath weapon, with her flying above us, Gilbark and Alhatham use their respective skills to grant flight to both Rishalou and Amalisce, so they can engage her. Working together, we are able to bring her down and defeat her, though not before another giant plant creature, infested with bugs, joins the fray, which we also chop down easily. Checking her lair,
Amen.
we find the key we were seeking along with some treasure and armor that were in her hoard. Returning to the swole dwarf, we hand him the key which he uses to complete the ritual he was doing when we first got here. Once finished, the card falls to the altar, enabling us to grab it. With the juggler card in our possession, it's determined Gilbark would benefit most from it. Returning to the manor, Rishalou upgrades his new armor with some others, while some others go to town to watch the jugglers in hopes of learning how to open a portal to Absalom to do some shopping, which they do. After resting that evening, they head to Absalom, and Rishalou does some more crafting in the morning on Gilbark's new bow. Completing this, and after those shopping return, we head into the final portal, the Hag. Stepping through, we find ourselves in a hilly area that is rugged-looking, though there is a road that heads east. Gaining our bearings, we realize we are in the land of Iboria, just northeast of Absalom. While doing this, we are greeted by a group of centaurs. After Rishalou charms his way into their leader's confidence, she tells us a bit about the area and themselves, offering to guide us east as far as the stone gate called the Maw. Accepting their help, we travel around an hour and reach our destination. Being late at night, we camp, and next morning bid farewell to our new friends, and head into the Maw, where we encounter a couple of giants that are chanting something. Thankfully, Gilbark could communicate with them, and make our case for them to let us pass peacefully, which they do. Continuing once more along the road east, we eventually come across a giant hill. Upon inspection, we find a group of caves resembling a face. Looking closer to see if we can find a way in, Rishalou and Amalisce recognize that it resembles the picture of the hero card of the Hag. Intrigued, and with further investigation by Rishalou of some dried blood on a stone depiction of a tooth, he determines that an offering of blood is needed to move a boulder blocking the entrance. He does this by slicing his hand and placing his blood on one of the stone teeth, after which the boulder is able to be moved, upon which a cachet is found underneath where the Hag arrow card is found, along with some gemstones. Giving the card to Sylas, along with Gilbark giving him the brass dwarf card as well, we open the portal home and step through. Going to sleep for the night, we are awakened next morning by the sound of a crash and buzz coming from the courtyard. Upon entering, we find 4 of the portals re-illuminated. Peering through, they all contain the same image, that of a staircase in Droval. And that's where we will begin.
Nice.
I do not remember that half that shit happened.
How do you not? You were there.
Yeah, and
Never mind.
This is
I don't know
why
why
Hey
you're
guys, what's
surprised.
going on? My rats are getting really whoa.
What the hell's that? No. Oh, damn.
Yeah, the portal's
Trumpet!
lit back up.
What's happening?
Oh my gosh.
I
I'll
don't
be
think
back.
anybody No.
What?
We have portals to investigate.
You might have information.
We
Nobody.
exhausted the dialogue tree.
Literally, all you're doing is going up there and saying the same, grayed out dialogue choices over and over and over again.
Don't you think if I would talk to her more, that the dialogue she spoke to us would improve and be expanded?
I don't
No.
think so.
This isn't a dating sim, Rishalou.
Wait, it's not?
What do you mean?
What have
You
you
thought
been
this
trying
was a
to
dating
rap?
sim?
She has on the...
No, not trying. I have been breeding them. They fall in love before they breed. That's how rats work.
They all swipe right.
Silas is,
I made an app for that.
I am starting to become concerned that there might be some unethical things going down in the basement.
So,
And I don't want to know about it.
Some unethical things going on in the
Alright,
basement.
so since this is the new morning, I am going to change my... effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cats like
just
eating rats.
remove your buff, the current rune buff, and then just do another long rest, and it should pop up. Or do another... And then the little coffee icon next to the sleep
Oh.
button should let you do your
That.
daily prep, which
Do that
should
again.
ask
Do that
you
again.
for...
Fearsome. Accept. It's not putting it in my effects for some reason. Where the vitalizing was, it's not putting fearsome in. Maybe I can edit.
Let me try. Here's some on your flaming storm hammer.
Yes.
And it doesn't put... I wonder if it's now putting it in the weapon.
Mayhap.
Oh, yep.
putting it on the weapon.
You have a second property room now on your Stormhammer called Fearsome. So it has flaming because it, and like this Warhammer was not a
Right.
normal weapon. This was like a special magic weapon. So
Right.
you're not able to put like your own normal
Another-
rooms on it. So
okay.
it came with a flaming room, but now it has a Fearsome room. So I think it's working.
All right. Well, we'll find out when I attack something if I crit. So.
True.
Yeah.
You mean when you crit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I have been reading this book on this gunslinger that's becoming famous, and he's been very good at critting things. So I'm trying to emulate him, but in the melee sense.
Ah.
You know, I think
Nice.
there's a term for that. They're called fighters.
Oh shit! Oh,
I
I don't know.
No,
He's-
you
he-
would be an alchemist.
He fights with a gun.
Hey.
I don't know. Just
Don't label me bub.
You asked. You literally asked me if
He
what
does
my
that.
rank
I'm
was.
Yes or
watching
no.
you. I'm watching me like finger
You were
things.
the
to
one who
us.
asked. I don't understand what I did wrong.
For shame.
I would be a cleric.
any Claire, Dick. What?
Cleric, as in a,
Oh,
you know,
Claire.
holy person.
Oh, so now you're gonna preach about God to me?
No,
Real
I've
classy.
never done that.
Well, you do
Real
need
class.
something,
You did
Gilbark.
teach a class.
I teach a class about medicine, not like divine holy things.
Sure.
Oh,
My beliefs stay out of the classroom.
You preach to us plenty.
I
guy.
His
preach.
background is literally secular medic.
Oh, your medicine is linked to your God.
Well,
No, that's
that's not what that means.
that's the opposite.
that's the
right?
Oh,
opposite.
Yeah, that's the opposite. You're right.
Secular meaning not spiritual or not.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I just happen to be a doctor and a holy man. And they're not connected. They're just simply two professions I prefer. And I was a doctor long before I was a holy man.
And your, I mean, your god's, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Gilbark,
gonna do that one
you
wrong.
you notice a pinging from your card, the Juggler, after you learned the Epitome effect, or not the Juggler, the Hag, the recent card you just got. When you returned, you feel it pinging you this direction in the house.
Pulling you.
Pinging.
you.
Well, it's doing the little gem beep beep beep.
I'm not gonna metagame and follow him because I wouldn't know what was happening.
I want to see what he's doing.
I
with
mean, you
his
just
rats.
wandered
That's where he
off.
has the rat.
Perhaps we should investigate.
He's
Guys,
got
I
rats.
think I found a radical clue.
I'm peeking around the
Rats got
corner.
rats to take care of.
He used radical.
And rats
now
are
I have
food.
to find out.
I'm pretty
And
sure Rishalou went upstairs.
I'm
What
pretty
the
sure
fuck is
everybody's.
That bastard.
That is a new
What?
flag that is
Oh.
backwards. Yeah, so this
No,
one
no.
over here appeared when the
I'll be back.
play troop asked you if they could, be down in the village,
Oh.
if they could
Straight up upside down.
recount your recent activities, and so that flag appeared then. This flag,
It's upside
there
down.
we go.
Okay, there we go.
I fixed it. Appeared just recently when you had gotten the juggler card, and there was a new juggler dancing team down in the village. So that's what those flags represent. But this statue here that you see in the corner of this rickety, broken down, empty room that you had been in before has now appeared here.
Guys, I found a rock.
Cool, Charlie.
It's a carved rock.
Who?
You know, Charlie Brown, the kid that keeps getting rocks for Halloween. You know what I mean?
What is
Never heard that story.
Halloween?
It's. You don't know.
Oh,
how-
that's
Disappointed, not surprised.
Boy,
Is
oh
that
boy, you're
that?
getting around.
God,
Is
I
that
would
that
like
holiday
to
where the kids dress up
investigate
on?
The
Oh
statue.
yes, somewhat. It started off as a
You can
harvest
recall now.
thing in fall.
Does the statue do anything?
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna kick it.
So your card, you had learned the epitome effect of the silent hag yesterday. I think everybody did that. Well, everyone tried to recall knowledge on it. And then that card lit up and guided you here. You see the statue. I don't have the perfect art for it, but it would be a crouching, eyeless hag with an open mouth. The mouth looks big enough to accommodate most crystal balls. Right, this is the
Nice.
statue that your epitome was referring to. And Amalisce, your knowledge of occultism, you get the sense that this statue here, there's a slot in it for a crystal ball. You knew about his cards, epitome effect, but you get the feeling that this statue, if you were to place a crystal ball in its slot, which I'm saying it's just got a slot in its hand in this version of the art, but if you put a crystal ball there, it would amplify the scrying ability of the crystal ball.
Don't we have one? Do we have
Yes.
one?
No. That's
No?
in
Yeah.
D&D on
In my
Saturday.
campaign, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
believe you have a crystal ball in Pathfinder yet.
Oh, darn. Okay.
God damn it, we're
But,
in two campaigns.
And then you also notice the new flag
Just pay
outside that
attention.
wasn't here
It's not
until
that
the
hard.
jugglers. And I believe that is all of the changes that you would notice in the manor. The map, if we wanted to revisit... Oh, I should have preloaded. We do have the snake bite down there, the big sky, I think that is, and the mountain man. The carnival was where it had been, and then the one down here I think you guys didn't like anyway, but that was in the water.
Yep.
And all of these epitome effects have been revealed, so you know what each of these cards and what their effects would do. If you looked at your whoever has which card, they could tell you what they
I
know.
don't have any new cards. Oh, I'd have the Mountain Man because
Yeah,
we investigated
yeah.
that.
I also gave you the resist one that you have now.
Yeah, I know, hand-me-down warrior.
Hey, you have more
All
cards
right, I'll
than
just take
Rishalou.
it back.
Rishalou only has 2 cards.
Yeah, I have 3.
I also
Everybody
have
else does,
3.
I think. Yeah, Richalou's the only one with 2.
Well, he sucks. Just gonna Rishalou.
It's
Don't
okay,
talk
he's
about
not here
our
right
boy
now.
like
Roast
that.
him.
No, he likes being sucked. Dun-it. And he pulls out his drum set to do the dun tinch.
Where the fuck did you
Where
get
did you
that?
pull that out of? Don't answer that.
It was with the rats.
Okay, so it is
I'm starting to get concerned.
You're starting? Really?
More
No?
concerned. I was concerned before, yes.
probably about 9:30 in the morning after all of this had been discovered. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we have a portal, or I guess multiple portals technically, although they lead to the same place.
But different directions at the same place.
Well, since it's the morning, I'm gonna go feed my rat.
This guy. What is
Every
his
time we go to
obsession
town, I
with
buy
rats?
rations.
That's a good call.
Oh
For like
god,
feeding my rats.
Rishalou disappeared again.
I'm just asking. So,
Oh,
Trumpet,
for fuck's sake.
do we know what happened down in the courtyard and why those portals relit? Has anything been amiss?
He's feeding the rats.
That's a lot of rations, bro.
Oh
You
my god.
guys have literally not checked about this guy at all.
I don't want to. I'm concerned and disturbed.
I salute Nibbles and Cheez-It, and I walk back upstairs.
Nibbles and
Cheez-It.
Cheez-It. Okay, Cheez-It's a good name for a rat.
Nibbles was the OG,
Yeah, he's my
Cheez-It's
chief
just-
commander.
recent.
Yeah, he's
Nibbles.
the second command.
Nibbles is Jerry's nephew in Tom and Jerry.
True.
Yeah, I knew that the whole time.
I haven't seen Tom and Jerry in a decade. I had to like search my
Yeah,
memory
same.
banks.
So good.
Alright, so which one do I mean they all lead to the same place, but which one should we go through?
Good talk.
Chill upstairs.
I'm coming. She told me what she knew.
Oh, you asked her something when I was looking at the rats? What did you ask her?
Oh no, I said
I was looking
I
at
said,
the
is there anything you can tell me about why the portals relit? Has anything strange happened in the courtyard?
No new threats have entered the Harrow Court.
Nothing weird happened.
Oh,
They
who would have guessed?
Hey, you never know.
The horns
What do you-
did go off.
She could say something different. You
I don't
never
think
know.
the horns
That's true.
went off.
No, the horns did
Well, I
not go
thought you
off.
said
Oh.
that the horns went off when the gates relit.
No, it just the ground rumbled a bit.
There was a electrical, like an energy in
buzzing.
the air, a buzzing,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
caused you to come and look.
I was
And then it
just checking.
was specifically the star, crown, book, and key arch had relit.
Does this mean that there could possibly be one of each of those suits behind this portal set? It's odd that it would be specifically them and not the hammer or the whatever the other one is.
Shield.
Shield.
trumpet.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Don't worry about the names. That was the original names of the original portals. But if I remove the name, then you can't see the symbol. And so I just.
Oh, okay.
Don't
just
worry,
the
I can't
icon.
see the symbol anyway.
Yeah, shield, hammer, keys,
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
whatever
Because
that
that
one
symbol,
is.
that icon, would be etched into the stone of the 6 archways. Is the symbol matching each of the 6 suits
I
of
can't
a
see
hero
the
deck.
Oh,
symbols
you
from
know
it.
what? That is interesting. One,
It's
two,
always been broken for me,
Good point.
so they all look the same. Anyway,
Are there-
You've always
are there-
been, even in Bloodlords, you had a weird glitch too. I don't know what's going on.
Are there
with your-
only 4 suits in a hero deck?
6.
Oh.
It's a 54 card deck of 6 suits
Oh.
Oh,
in a hero
Well,
deck.
Emily
hopping in
just
one.
walked through that
I guess
portal.
Emily just walked through
All right,
this
she
portal.
made our
so I guess
decision
that's
for
where we're
us.
going.
So, yeah, as you approach the
Gilbark,
portal,
I think we let her die.
I think you had done a recall knowledge to identify what imagery you saw
Yes.
when
The
you had
smoke
gone
stairs.
and looked through.
Duver.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was the Strovel Stairs. And I forget who it was that
Strovel.
passed the recall. It might have been Amalisce.
Probably me.
I think it was. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
But you know a little bit of history of the Strovel Stairs. You could identify just from looking at it what it is. The Strovel Stairs were constructed ages ago by enslaved giants during the days of ancient Thessalian, many centuries before Earthfall. When Karzug, Rune Lord of Greed, became the region's ruler, he commanded that towering statues in his likeness be built along the stairs, and had several nearby hidden chambers expanded to preserve magical secrets and lore. Everything on the Strovel Stairs was constructed for use by giants, as well as some smaller humanoids. But it's got a lofty and imposing scope. It just is very large, carved into the 500-foot tall cliff that separates the lower fertile farmland from the higher desert plateau.
Man, Otari
And-
Public School doing some work.
Right.
And the stairs served as a vital trade route between the Varisian lowlands and the arid Strovel Plateau. It's basically the only passage to get up and over that thing, because it's a 500-foot like sheer cliff, but then the stairs were carved through it. The Strovel Stairs at the low point of the cliff, but nonetheless, it's a very tall staircase, the only real way to get through. But yes, so that's what you would see as you're entering the portal. And as you step through, you find yourself in the middle of a ring of hide shelters.
Oh, camp. Oh, with people.
You step out of the portal almost as if you had just stepped out of the large campfire that burns at the center of this camp.
Oh, this is gonna look weird.
Uh-oh.
You think?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Stepping through one of those feels weird every time.
I think they're all girls too. This is gonna be bad.
I'm pretty sure this was
Oh,
a dude.
hello.
Yeah, so you step out as if you step through the center of from the campfire itself. You see yourself surrounded by a bunch of people that look like this.
They are girls.
That's absolutely
Rishalou
not
calming
what I
herself.
Ladies.
Rishalou.
Relax. It's all good.
Actually, you know what? You can kill this one if you want.
Oh, which one? The one in the center up there?
No, he's talking about
I'm
you.
talking about you.
Oh,
Holy
Rishalou in the
shit.
middle.
might not be.
And when you as soon as you step through, you'll notice you're kind of surrounded by these huts, all these people. But you heard from right in front of you at the largest tent, some bickering and arguing, and the main, what appears to be unique of all of these that looks like this. That's what she's the one standing in the middle there. And as you step through, what were you saying?
Ladies, calm down. What's all this fighting that's happening?
Oh my god.
They all kind of look a little taken aback by the fact that you just appeared in the middle of their camp. But the one in the middle that was bickering with the others, as I said, she turns to you, and almost a look of relief falls over her face.
I told you.
And she says, "Welcome. Please share our camp."
Wow,
Alhatham,
you're taking
you
this surprisingly
questioned me.
well for a group that just warped into out of nowhere.
It's because it's me.
It's not
Well-
you, Rishalou, for the love of God.
Hi there.
To be honest, I've seen a lot of weird things, and I've been expecting and hoping for somewhat of a miracle. You all appearing here, decked out in the gear that you are, you must be who I've been waiting for.
See, I just elbow
Wait for
Alhatham in the
Gilbark?
ribs. Uh-huh.
The gear we're wearing.
And she
the
turns
mechanic,
to
the teacher, and
she
the
turns to
fucking-
one of these people, and she gives him just like a sharp look, and she just like gives him like a knowing, like, "See, I told you so." Before she turns and looks back at you guys.
Like, no.
No, he's going to continue
How-
talking.
How about?
Self-killed, that's
How may we help you?
Well, you see, and she points beyond the camp to the north, over and past her big tent.
Pointing through.
The Strovel stairs, you can't miss them. And she points, and there's just like, you're literally probably about, I don't know, 100 feet away from the base of the Strovel stairs itself. Just, again, like a 500 foot, like, think Game of Thrones ice wall, a massive, huge plateau up there, sheer face, but there's this huge staircase that just carves up the center of it. In between, there's these two massive statues, which Amalisce or Gilbark or whoever recalled knowledge would recognize as that leader who was the Rune Lord of Greed that wanted statues in his likeness depicted, and they're flanking either side of the stairs. Do you know much of the Strovel stairs?
As a group, we may know some. I do believe Amalisce, that beautiful young lady right there, knows a little bit about it.
I awkwardly wave.
Well, then maybe you have heard of our predicament, or at least you could have some insights. I lead a group, a sub-tribe of the Shrikiri-Kwa people.
Okay.
God bless you.
We have taken over the Strovel Stairs for many, many, many years and kept it safe and ensured free passage from those down here in the lowlands to up to the Strovel Plateau. It's the one and only real way to get through here, and there's many people that use it to travel and to trade. My people have taken that as our charge to protect and defend and to stay and live there. We have unfortunately been routed from there a couple times in history, but there always seems to be a powerful group that comes in and helps us take it back.
Convenient.
Right? Just as I've been explaining, we set up
Pathfinder.
our camp here as a forward lookout to keep an eye on the Strovel Stairs, because unfortunately a band of bandits have come and taken it.
Abandoned
they have a lot-
bands?
A band of bandits. And the rest of my people have returned. They've given up. They've gone back to our main city. But I've been telling my my soldiers here, and she points to all the people around, that I know that some group will come to save the day, just as they always had in the past, even if they didn't believe me.
Haha. Rishalou, at your service.
He's horny.
He's just being chivalrous. What do you
He's a
mean?
bit much to handle sometimes.
Keep an eye on your people around him.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, she's
I don't know where his hand has been, so I wouldn't shake it.
And I
shakes your
That's
hand.
fair.
I grab her hand and
Firmly grasp it.
and I'm like,
I wouldn't have done that. You don't know where her hand's been.
I can cure.
He doesn't mind either way.
Exactly.
I hate that you're right.
No! Okay, I'm done. You sorry, Kyle.
Oh,
Just lick her hand.
how many?
Kissed her hand. Kissed her hand.
Kissed her hand.
Didn't lick it.
I don't understand.
There might have
No,
been
he-
some tongue.
When he talks like Kenneth Branagh does, and
Oh
the
my
character
God.
in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the day where somebody just slaps him.
He's too charismatic for that.
It'll be funny because they'll smack him and hurt their own hand.
Yeah, I guess that's
true,
fair.
Mr. Squarejaw.
They might cut themselves on the jawline.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy check.
With
Or make an
disadvantage.
impression.
Make an impression.
Oh my god. No, I know who Rishalou reminds me of. He's a fucking paladin Johnny Bravo.
That's exactly what he is. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get a pair of shades now. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Alright.
mama.
Oh, my glasses. I can't be
Ooh,
seen without
mama.
my glasses. Alright.
Did I drop you off at the beauty parlor? Because you're looking fine. Hoo-ha-hoo!
Fucking hell.
Oh, God.
That made me happy.
Worth it. Make
I
it.
might need to make a bard next.
Uh-huh.
Not
King
another
Johnny
horny
Bravo,
bard. Wait,
the
we haven't
bard.
had a horny bard yet. We need a horny bard.
Oh, you didn't target her? Let me
Yeah, I think Ryan has
shit,
to play the
sorry.
bard next, so
My
he
bad.
can play the horny bard and actually fuck a dragon.
make an impression.
True.
What do you mean
Just
just
make an
one?
impression.
I don't know. I'm considering making
Against-
Fausha a bard. It would match his more
Diplomacy against the
charismatic,
will,
deceptive
DC.
style more, probably.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Will DC, like, will she
Um,
date him?
So she graciously shakes your hand, accepts your kindness, and you notice one of the other people next to her has a bit of a flinch as you kiss her hand, and she will she'll say thank you for coming. Please come and share some food by the fire. And please do tell me more of why it is that you have come.
It'll be a pleasure.
Can we rephrase?
Nope.
Kyle.
Get out of here, God!
You said no so
Nope.
fast. Nope.
Let us partake of their feast they are going to make
Oh, I
us
love it.
around the fire.
And the rest
Ladies,
of the ones
ladies,
that were
gather
around, yeah, they
Oh
were
my
they
God,
all
he
looked a
just
little
doesn't
pissed.
shut up.
They were a little shocked by your arrival, but they all seemed to have accepted the fact that they were wrong. That someone did show up after all.
Let us regale you with tales of our adventure.
How
And I'll
about
just start.
how about I regale instead?
As long as you use the right panache while telling the story.
Wrong class.
Yeah, sorry.
True.
That's Swashbuckler.
He's the napper.
Sorry, Rishalou. My diplomacy's a little higher than yours.
Oh, by all means, Alhatham. Just make sure you embellish the correct parts.
Embellish?
You know, tell the truth.
Yes, please. I would love to know why and how you have come to the Strovel Stairs.
Yeah, Alhatham will just
Accident.
start like recounting the
Gilbark
base.
is bust out,
Like he
actually.
doesn't want to go into too much detail, but he'll go into the basics. You know, the magical cards, extra dimensional spaces, different world hopping adventure. He's embellishing a little bit of the details, but for most of the part, he's telling it pretty straight.
When you get to the part about the magical cards, you see her visibly, her eyes widen, and suddenly she interrupts you. She sits up and claps in delight. I believe this must be yours then. And she extends a card.
Oh,
Interesting.
We take it. We do the deuces meme.
all right. Nice to meet you.
We just turn around and leave.
Yeah, open the portal. Let's get out.
Thanks.
This is all we came here for.
Ooh, it grants you a +2 item bonus to thievery checks to pick a lock.
That's Amalisce all day.
Yep, agreed.
Hell
Wait.
yeah, brother.
And if you would be
Wow,
affected
+3
by a
at
curse
17.
or disease,
Wow.
you can try to counteract
Hey,
it
wow.
yourself.
Yes.
I was reading.
Maybe now.
There you go. Now you can read the rest.
If that other card, the
Yeah,
silence,
really.
you have one that is specifically.
Wait, that's a
for you.
It's a reaction to activate. Wow.
Yeah, you essentially
Yeah.
attempt to counteract a disease or curse that afflicts you in the moment.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's awesome.
God, can you do that thing where you do that thing?
Wow, so
What?
specific. I think
Can you
she's
be more
asking for
specific?
the epitome.
No,
Oh.
no, no, no. I'm
no.
saying so I don't have to invest in it, but it's still like.
Oh,
active
you
or
just
whatever.
remove the invested
Yeah.
trait, go into the item options, under the item,
It's
you can
okay,
hit
God
the
did it
little...
already.
Never mind. Just
There you
fuck
go.
me, I guess.
Yeah. Can you please put some respect on our God's name?
No.
Amen. All right. Well,
His
The
name
last
is Jeebus.
bastion.
That's straight.
He
What
killed...
disease
Handed
does
that
he have?
card over
He
way
killed
too
Tendehi, and you know what? I can't let that slide.
This is true.
I don't know
you
who
were
that is,
for
nor
the
do
death
I
of
care.
somebody.
Who was our lawyer? Legal advice, legal
Yeah.
advice.
I still.
I'm
can't
pretty sure
believe
it's
you
the only
fucking-
thing that kept Rishalou out of jail. Pretty sure the harassment charges would be pretty high
She
if he
handed that
wasn't
card
around.
over way too easily, so I would like to roll some dice.
The mayor's daughter looked old enough.
Yeah, you
What
rolled
the
twice.
fuck?
What?
I don't know why I rolled twice. I meant to only roll once.
I hope you're talking about the one I think you're
Yeah,
talking
so
about,
you
and not
sense
the literal
motive.
child.
Yes,
Doriana
Go
was legal by the end of it, wasn't she?
she was.
By the end.
And Rishalou was
Barely.
16, so I mean,
Exactly. That was.
there's no
how many
statutory
years
rape
ago?
there.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, but the one we spent the most amount of time with was definitely not legal. Which is why I was
Neither
like,
was
what the
Rishalou.
fuck?
Are we talking about the small child?
Yes.
that had
Doriana.
cradled?
That's why I was
She was
concerned.
14.
Oh.
She was not 14.
There's no fucking way.
She was 12 at the time, I think.
The one with
Oh
the
my
God.
nightmares.
This
she
keeps
was
getting
being
worse
like,
and worse!
They need to lower
No,
that
I'm pretty sure she was 14.
by a bit.
Yeah, the one that was being fucked up through her dreams, through that.
Yeah.
She was like 15 or something. Like
Yeah.
she was supposed to be
God.
coming of age soon. Like she was the adult or
Soon.
the young adult.
You know, this isn't
Daughter.
making this any better, right?
well,
Yeah,
Rishalou
you're-
was 16, so.
I guess that is fair.
So, Amalisce, you look her up and down. You're kind of shocked as she just hands you the card. But you determine that she is genuinely happy to offer this to you and doesn't seem to have an ulterior motive by doing
I failed,
so.
guys.
I'll insight or whatever it's called.
Sense
Motive.
motive.
She clearly just wants help with
I'm
something.
going to call it. I am going to call it insight.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
that
what is
sucks.
insight? I'm sorry, I run off official D&D
like-
and Pathfinder terms.
Like, we haven't even offered our names, and I do apologize. What is your name, by the way?
Gilbark puts his finger inside his nose.
Oh, God's sake.
Nice.
I'm glad you said his notes.
Starting off
No,
good today.
Gilbark, you also don't seem to think that she's being untrue
Dishonest.
with her actions. What did you say,
I asked
Rishalou?
what her name was.
Oh, Well, my name is Sheldar.
Ah, Sheldar.
Shelter.
Rishalou.
Shelter.
It's like,
Sounds
how
evil.
did, how did you come upon this card, if you don't
I
mind me
choose
asking?
you, Shelter. Go, Ice
Well,
Bee.
you know, I actually just found this card among my belongings only a few days before me and my people were driven from the Strovel Stairs by an evil group of mercenaries that call themselves the Band of Blades.
Band of Blades. That sounds familiar for some reason.
Does
it
that
should.
ring any bells?
Yeah,
It does.
Oh
The
wait,
Band of
Who that
wasn't,
is?
wasn't that the
Which was
guys
the-
who hired the assassins on us or something?
I think so. I
Nope.
think
Not a clue.
And I thought it was a bit of a sign. I took it as a sign that things, if that could just magically appear in my belongings, then why could there not be other things such as, well, yourselves? And the fact that you're here and the fact that you also have cards just leads me to believe it's just even more a sign of greater things to come. And I have no need of it.
Seems as if it was fate that we came here at this exact time.
And not
I don't like
like
being
impulsively stepping through something.
Audible groan.
I don't like being called a thing.
But you're a goblin.
Okay.
Never mind. I love you, Gilbark. So,
You better.
tell us more about these mercenaries that have been harrying you this for however long it's been.
Yes. The topic. Let's dive in. And she sits back down after standing up and handing you the card. Well, the Shrikiri Kwa have traditionally guarded the Strovel Stairs from monsters like giants and harpies or brigands that would use it as a stronghold to extort travelers. Like I said, it's a charge that my people have taken. But the newest arrivals, the Band of Blades, they call themselves, seized control of the Strovel Stairs. Most mercenaries tend to not pose us, the Shuanti is our people, their race effectively. They don't really pose as much of a problem, but the Band of Blades is particularly powerful. They did work alongside giants and other creatures. I believe they even had an alliance with a harpy or two. The Shanti people, my people, fled quickly when it became apparent that the Band of Blades outclassed us. But during the fight and in the weeks since, we, as in just our little camp here, we have stayed behind and spent weeks spying from afar. I can tell you that the Band of Blades consists of at least a dozen, if not 24 mercenaries. They are allied with harpies and stone giants. They also likely have other allies as well, lurking deeper in the underground chambers, to the north or the south of the stairs themselves. You see, the Strovel Stairs were constructed originally as a passageway, yes, and for the size that would benefit giants, but it was also where many catacombs and labyrinths of secretive passageways and chambers that even we had never discovered fully were kept, with all sorts of dangerous and powerful artifacts and magics were kept. We just stuck to the stairs. We didn't care to go delving into things that may pose danger to us. But I will say, I was quite frustrated that we were so easily routed. And I was mad that the rest of my people left so quickly to just give up. But me and my group here, we have stayed behind, and I have hoped for someone to come to help, and I am so thankful that you are here now. I hope that you can help oust the bandits for the good of the Shuanti people and all of those who travel the stairs in peace. I don't believe the mercenaries will listen to reason or depart peacefully, so a show of force And certainly a show of force against their leader might be the only way to get them to depart.
Interesting.
Plus, massive underground archaeological finds full of treasure. Sounds a bit of fun.
Sounds intriguing.
Right, it's just like old times, huh?
That is true.
I don't get it.
Has flashbacks.
You weren't there.
Starts shaking.
It's okay,
That's the
Gilbark.
alcoholism right there.
I think Alhatham gave you a book. You could
The
The
read it.
shaking part is
Yeah,
because
if
you're
you
I
drinking,
should
you know.
read it.
Yeah, if you read
Yeah,
that book,
true,
it'll
I
go
get
through
You're drunk
most
80%
of
of
what
the time
happened.
back then, it's fine.
True, I get the shakes now.
You know? Maybe.
I'm sure it
It's a
puts
good.
us in the light we belong.
It's a good read, I assure you. I spent painstaking months cataloging everything and putting it all together.
Can I sense motive to see how much of the book is bloviating?
Just target Alhatham
Alhatham.
and do a sense motive, yeah.
Okay.
Should automatically use his DC. And then it's secret.
I hope it's that one.
And what
So funny.
were you specifically trying to sense?
How much of the book was embellished or bloviated about? Like how like, oh, we're the good guys and only the good guys.
I mean,
And what were you saying, Alhatham? Like, were you being honest or lying about that fact, or
he was
when you
being
wrote the
mostly
book?
honest.
Oh, he said it was a good
Uh-huh.
book.
I said it was a good read.
He did say it was
Oh.
a good read.
I think
how
he
much
needs to roll a
embellishment did
performance
you have when you wrote the book?
Alhatham probably maybe like 10% is embellished.
Okay.
Like
So,
like the
you
minor
always do
smaller
that, though.
details. The big ones would have been, you know, the bar fight we had. He probably
Right.
embellished that a little bit.
Right.
But
Didn't
you have
you
to
like
remember
that?
most of
Chased you
the
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
most of the big notable stuff and the big notable fights we had don't really need much embellishment. Like the big fucking thing in the Coliseum arena, that doesn't
That
need
is
much
true.
embellishment.
It's ginormous, dude. Yeah.
The fight with Balcora didn't need much embellishment because we kicked her ass.
So
And I mean that
10%
whole fight
was-
ended with yourself flying out of the breaking thing on the back of a dragon. Like, not much to embellish when that's just how things were.
So Gilbark, you kind of look closely at Alhatham's face when he describes how truthful his book is, and you get the sense that he is being truthful. A slight hint of maybe just a quick look to the right, as he might be recalling a moment that he maybe hurt somebody whilst healing them, and maybe didn't include that in the book. But
Yeah, that
most of
definitely
it,
didn't go
you
in.
do believe him to being honest in his description.
Hey, who is this dead guy?
So, Tandehi, rest his soul.
He was
Took us the entire campaign. to
wasn't he
figure
the
out how
guy?
to
He
say
was
his
in the
name.
Gaji, right?
He was an
Tandehi.
Agaji, yes.
Yeah. Our Nagaji lawyer. Yeah, well,
Pretty sure
I guess
it's
we
not
weren't too
PC to
surprised
say
the
that.
lawyer got killed, so.
People don't like lawyers.
That's true.
I forgot how he died.
He critically failed 2 saves against Old Vision of
Belcora-
Death.
Yep.
Belcora was pre-remastered, and she had a death effect spell that takes 2 saves, and he failed
He
both.
missed
I
them
think Crit
both.
failed 1,
Oh,
and then
that's right.
failed the follow-up, and then died.
And
Yeah,
then died
he,
right then.
yeah, he failed the base, and then crit failed the Fortitude save.
Yeah, something like that. It was really unlucky.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
Unlucky.
True.
Rip Bozo!
True.
So, if we were to take care of the situation at the stairs for you, what can you offer us?
She
our
already gave us
assistant.
the card, which is what we were here for.
I mean,
But-
technically, we could just leave.
No, we're not going to do
Well,
that.
I'm
We're
just
not
saying
going to
technically.
accept their goodwill and just fuck off.
I'm just saying technically.
Yes, unfortunately, because we're in such a state of disarray, beyond the card that I've bestowed upon you, I don't have much to offer. However, like I said, there are many underground chambers of the Strovel Stairs. We ourselves have no need or care, less out of respect for Thessalians' legacy and more out of common sense. I will warn you, despite the stairs being well traveled, some locations likely hide dangerous hazards or guardians left over from Karzong's time. And that was that rune lord Greed, Karzong, and his statues that he made of himself. So it's ancient magics and stuff. Anything of value that you dare try to acquire, of course, we would not care if you were to take. We have no need.
I have
we
a
don't...
feeling that card we just got is going to be invaluable.
It seems maybe.
A few traps isn't going to
Probably.
put us
Bro.
under. We've been through worse. Probably.
Very well, very well.
I also would say I've been watching them for, like I said, a couple weeks. And as we try to
Santa?
garner peace and allow free travel, I have seen them stop any who tried to pass and harass them for fees to pass the stairs. I would expect there's probably quite a bit of ill-gotten gains that you would probably do a lot better with than them if you were to take the stairs back.
We don't need any secondary motivations. It's probably just for the best that they're dealt with. Right, everybody?
Agreed. But if we happen to find something,
Gilbark?
I just want to say, if you ever need medical supplies, you should hit up Gilbark's Emporium, located in all your major cities. Soon, TM.
here's his card.
Yeah, here's my card. Oh, how'd you get that?
When did you
I-
print those?
Don't worry about it.
Had the rats do it.
True.
What?
Rishalou is my.
The
He
Raptors
is in charge.
employees.
He's my
Don't worry
second
about
in command.
Don't worry about
You
it.
go downstairs to the basement, and there's just a little desk with a rat at it. Sign in on the sheet.
Dude, I told you, it's like Ratatouille, man. Instead of a kitchen, it's a printing house.
You
Yeah,
have an
I had some
appointment.
whole black market down there.
He's got this little fucking rat with
Gilbark's
like
Black
a little
Market Meds.
I
hat
run
and
this
the
fucking
cigarette
place.
hanging out of his mouth. What do you want?
Yeah.
So if you are willing to do this for us, we intend to break camp as soon as you leave for the stairs. As I described to you earlier, even with all of my people, we were no match for them, and we will. So me and the scouting party here will be no help to you. We intend to return back to the Quaz heartlands in the plains to the southwest. I will report the latest development to my leaders. It might take several weeks, however, for me to convince them to send a more robust force to come fortify. If you can take out the bandits by then, I'm confident the Shrikiri Kwa will reward you for your efforts, if I can convince them of your valor.
Pourquoi?
So,
A few weeks to deal with a whole band of bandits shouldn't be too hard. Could probably do it in a day or two.
Question. How much does a band mean? Like more than 10?
I
More
don't
than
think
20?
she knows.
Is it
We
just
counted
a
at
basis
least
with
15.
Okay, that is a few.
And that's not assuming if there were more already investigating the underground areas, or if that wasn't just the first party. We could be dealing with more.
Can we just blow them up?
Fireball.
I
No.
could just turn into a dragon and scorch them with fire from above.
I could rain them with all my alchemist fire from above, just drop all of them. And I pull out like
Oh
7
my
of
god,
them.
yeah, if you get on my back, we could just firebomb them. We could carpet bomb them.
That would be so sick.
So after we accomplish this task, how are we to get in touch with you then?
Oh,
Well,
guys, ask
if
for
I'm
the spiritual
successful,
phone
I will convince my leaders to send reinforcements, and we will be back here to reinforce the stairs.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's where we will remain.
very well. We will camp and wait for you then. Very well.
Or if you have other pressing matters, ideally you could always return back
True. We do have
whenever
the...
is convenient to you, because we're not planning on giving this place up after you take it.
I don't
course.
blame you.
Yeah, we could
What-
simply use the jugglers to bring us back here if necessary.
So I assume most of the
Well,
time
that only
we
works
just,
to a major city.
Oh, it only
We
works
just
to major
assume-
cities? Oh, fuck.
that these guys are the good guys. But can I... insight that if they're
Yeah,
actually
you
the
can
good
use
guys
your
here?
you could use your earlier.
Okay.
You genuinely were just trying to figure out what if she's telling you is a load of horse shit, or if she was being
Yeah.
genuine and giving you the card, and she's been, and you do not get any sort of indication that she's told you even a iota of mistruth. She's
Okay.
been very,
Oh,
you think at least, very.
my
Just because we
question-
usually are very quick to trust, and
True.
that doesn't
That's-
always work out.
That's a good call, but
Could be a problem.
we have found that once we return through a portal, we have not been able to return. So would we be able to as well? Would it close behind us as the
Well,
others did?
no. Once we create a portal to a location, every portal we create after that point will bring us back to that location until we travel somewhere else.
Oh, so we couldn't travel elsewhere until we would come back
Like,
here
for
first.
example, a great example was the theater. Remember? We went to the theater and then left,
Yes.
but we could recreate the portal back to shop in in the town.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the moment we go to a different location, then the portal is locked to that one.
I realized that despite the recall knowledge, it wasn't very clear where the hell the Strovel stairs are.
Wasn't
You
it
would know
nearby,
that
right?
Strovel's stairs are right around here.
Oh, wow. Up
Oh,
very
So,
much northwest.
Actually, probably closer to Absalom than the last place you were at with the Centaur. Maybe a bit equidistant, but this is northwest. I think the Centaur were over here in like the northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not terribly far if you had to return by foot. It's
Gotcha.
not like across the planet like the other ones were.
yeah, we could take a few, a road trip, so to speak.
I might also be
Yes.
able to...
Shotgun.
I could also, theoretically, if we find somebody capable, I could learn a teleportation spell. They're not, quote-unquote, common. I would need to find somebody to train me, or the knowledge of it. But there are
Right.
teleportation spells that I would be capable of casting would I learn them.
I only ask because I really don't want to, miss out on anything for our time. That's all I'm saying. So,
We have a bunch of underground vaults and a bunch of bandits to kill. I'm sure I'm sure both of those things will have more than enough to satisfy our itch.
oh, I look at Gilbark. I don't know about that, but
I don't
Question.
know about that one, Chief.
How,
We're talking
I
about
still-
a group of mages from a long time ago. They probably held on to a lot of powerful magics.
okay, so I haven't played Spellcaster, but I did yoink this earlier on because I wanted some of the loot. Can you learn the spell scroll?
If you're a caster.
Yeah, so would you be able to?
I can.
Because
yes.
that might be helpful here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
the
think
way
it's like
casters
time and
work,
money.
the
and
way
then you can
casters
learn.
work is every spellcaster can learn spells, and cleric is a unique case because I know my entire spell list, but I only know the common spells on my spell list. I have to learn any uncommon or rares, and then they get added to my knowledge of spells, and then I can prep them as normal.
Because I was gonna, kind of just,
This is actually something
take
we
this-
did in Abomination Vaults a couple times.
I was just gonna take this and steal it, basically, or not steal it because you guys took the rest of the shit. So I was like, "This is mine" because I found it. But you could probably make use out of it.
I mean, yes, it would allow us to. It would allow
I'll be $20.
5 people, $20.
You heard me.
I
I
don't
could
know what
really
a
just cast it if we have
Bach
it.
is.
Oh, can you just cast scrolls on cooldown?
I can. Well, not on cooldown. I can cast it, but it uses up the scroll.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just figured if he learns it, then he can.
Then I
use
can
it
make
more often, 'cause
scrolls
That's
of
actually
it.
pretty useful.
Yeah, that
True.
would be a very useful spell for us to have access to. Like,
334.
Oh, is it? Oh, it doesn't really have a school. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You guys get 60 XP for acquiring the
telepathic
locks.
bomb.
it's arcane and it's actually not on my spell list. Oh wait,
Oh.
yes it is. It's
Oh.
on my sorcerer spell list. I just need another level so I can get a 5th level spell slot.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
So I
what's
can
two
learn
that
that
in
in a level or
4
two.
plus 60?
334.
334.
Thank you.
Nice. Well, I believe we've come to an agreement.
Yes, we'll deal with your bandit problem.
And if you convince your elders to send your force back, we will eventually meet up again. Sounds like a plan.
Excellent. Feel free to eat your fill for breakfast before. Well, I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
should
What
not
what
have
is
told me
your
that.
plan? Are you planning on just running up at them, investigating, scouting?
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's none of
think
my business.
Bombing.
You guys are the experts, but
I'm
Bombing.
guessing we should probably observe and see what's actually going on.
Yes,
before
we should definitely investigate first.
Exactly, I agree. Amalisce, how are you?
What the fuck?
You're the sneaky one.
I can't believe this.
You do have the
Granted-
+2 over me now.
Granted, I am also very sneaky because that is my racial trait.
all right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick. You guys strategize.
Okay.
Right.
Do
I used to be the sneakiest.
I want to
one.
go downstairs to grab a drink. Do we want to just?
Yeah, why don't we?
Yeah, we'll just take
Yeah.
5. All right,
Alright.
we will be back. And we're back. We were just discussing what spell I'm going to take for the remainder of the day. The reason why I think that's probably the weakest of the options is Eclipse Burst can permanently blind creatures.
That's strong.
Regenerate gives fast healing 15 and prevents the target from dying from physical damage.
Whoa.
It also regenerates limbs.
As in,
You
you
know what,
can't
guys?
get the dying condition from physical damage, or
The
you
target can't die from taking hit point damage, and its dying condition can't increase to a value that would kill it.
We'd kill it. Okay, so you could go unconscious, you could go down, you could go to dying 4, but as long as you're taking damage from physical damage, you can't go dying, or dying 3, you couldn't go to dying 4.
And if its wounded value becomes 4 or higher, it stays unconscious until the wounds are treated.
Oof.
Guys, I'm okay with tanking this fight.
Number
I
4
will blame
was
no one.
number 4 was Tempest of Shades, which is a 100-foot burst.
That's a big burst.
Or
How are you not gonna hit your
100-foot
friends?
range with a... it occupies the space of a huge creature and has a speed of 60 feet. When it arrives, every enemy creature in a 60-foot emanation must attempt a Fortitude save or become drained 1 on success, drained 2 on fail, drained 3 on crit fail.
It says enemy creature. I like that.
Yep. And when it departs the next turn, all enemies within a 100-foot emanation must attempt a will save or become frightened 1 on a success, frightened 2 on a failure, or frightened 3 on a
So
failure.
basically, once you start
frightened
getting
3 on
7th
flee.
rank spells, casters become Pathfinder monsters.
Correct.
With really weird, obscure, and cool abilities that just throw the TTRPG to a different level.
I don't know. I think System Shock is pretty dope.
I also...
I do want to say
I forgot
it
about
is
the
like
Thunder
that in
Strike part.
D&D 2. Both games,
True.
literally, casters are like super mid early game, and then they become the scariest fucking thing come mid game, and then actually overpowered come late game.
I can't wait to see what Lord will be
Alright,
able
so
to
did
do.
you guys strategize on a
You're
plan?
right.
Yes,
Nope.
we are going
No,
to.
plan though.
We are going to scout to see enemy troop movements and things, see what's actually going on around there. And then we're going to investigate as we're scouting to determine what we can do to, maybe be sneaky or whatever that would lead to.
I'm
We're
gonna
not
poison
do-
the wine.
Exactly. We're going to get some of that stuff that you can buy in Tian Sha that puts them to sleep.
Honk shoe.
We're gonna
Poison?
make him choke on water.
Exactly. And we'll drown them.
Poison.
It puts them to
Okay.
sleep permanently.
I have poison on me, guys.
Well, good luck with your scouting. We're going to begin packing up camp.
Yep. Nope, that's fine.
Very
If
well.
you wanted to sneak in there, I got some.
We will leave our extra tent that we had for our stockpile, which is ran low, in case you need to retreat. We'll take the rest of our tents with.
Gonna put that
Why,
on my
thank you.
weapon real
Appreciate
quick.
it.
Appreciate it very much. Just
Somebody
leave us
remind
here.
me that I have poison on my trident.
You
Okay.
have poison on your
Poison
trident.
on your trident.
Later.
So we
Yes.
can
You have poison on your trident.
remember that.
Later. I said 2 laters.
Too late.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So yeah, so we can all go.
You have poison on your trident.
Later times 12.
All right, let me set an alarm for a minute.
Shit. Maybe times 16. It might take us
2
longer than a minute to
minutes.
get into a combat. There we go.
Now she said they were what? They weren't too far away from the stairs here, right?
They're on the stairs.
No,
well,
they're.
this camp here.
Did you have them leave
Oh,
the
yeah.
supply tent behind purely because it's basically
What I said, like
just a
100
yurt?
feet from the base.
Okay. So we can all go forward, but then send Amalisce and Gilbark forward to do the searching and investigating.
Well,
I mean,
So
I have
let me
a
put it this
higher,
way:
health.
they were able to camp here, and see and count people from the naked eye. The odds of them not being able to see a massive camp within 100 feet is very low. And if you had discussed this with her before she left, we could retcon. Basically, the idea is they didn't care. They knew that they were here, but it's not a threat to them. They have the high ground. They're collecting their fees. They don't give a shit.
Right.
I think we sneak around the back.
Yeah, maybe we could wait for a time where the group, like, splits off into two and then deal with them one at a time.
Well, they say there's like 15 plus in general down there, so
I
15,
can...
must have
15-ish in the main group.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they do,
Ish.
and they are allied with harpies and giants, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for them as well.
True.
Yeah, unknown
Alright, so
how
I think
many are
Amalisce and
inside.
I'll sneak around the back and
Is there a back
So-
entrance?
Yeah,
don't know.
to repaint this picture, you've all seen Game of Thrones. Like, imagine you're looking at Castle Black, 100 feet away from it. The 500-foot tall sheer cliff of, like, a wall. If you look to the left, you look to the right, it's this massive 500-foot tall plateau, and there's
Wow.
only one way to get up, and it's the Strovel Stairs, and that's what you're looking at.
guys, we
have a
need an
dragon.
army.
We have a dragon.
And they need to have a midget on their team, not giants.
I think
I
we
can speak
really
giant.
only have one option here, and that's just to go right up there and,
Knock on the front door.
yeah. I mean, it's worked for us
Okay.
every fight before this.
This
I
is
will
true.
have my spike launcher at the ready instead of my... Oh, it's one-handed. Never mind, I got my spike launcher in one hand, Trident in the other.
But I still
But
think we can,
along this 100-foot, space, I mean, this camp is not secluded. It's open, plains and, fields of grassy fields. But, I mean, there are, kind of like that first, or that one portal you went to where you had to lead the army across the open expanse, and there's, hills and gullies. You might be able to try to get a closer look, you sense. Like, it's not completely open as far as, maybe some rocks to hide behind and, like, a little, recess in the hills. You could probably, at least you think, get closer than this vantage point without being seen if you did so stealthily, successfully.
Alright, follow the expert, I got that.
I will do my best to be quiet if you need me to follow you.
I'm not
No promises.
exactly good at skulking about, but I'll try my best.
Nor am I. But should we just send them and just stay quote unquote safe
I
distance
have a
back?
master.
I would
Yeah,
be a little
should
worried
be
if they
fine.
got caught, but I suppose worst case scenario, I could always turn into a dragon and fly the rest of us over.
This is true.
I want to point out, I don't think we successfully snuck into anything once yet.
Yeah, I don't think
I
But
you're
have
wrong.
we really tried?
No, we have not really tried.
We've tried once, and we currently have a 100% failure rate.
Well, it's
That's
only one
because of
time,
me.
we may as well make it twice.
That's true. It could drop.
I
to
don't like
50%.
those odds.
Hey, I'd like to get at least up to a 50%.
Well, with this new armor, I might be less loud because this is made of dragon hide, which is a little bit less clangy than the metal plates I've been wearing. So,
Now let's just hope there's no woman in their group.
Uh-oh.
well,
Well,
I'm just
I was gonna
saying,
say, are you willing to keep your tongue held if there's a woman, Rishalou?
I will do my best.
You
I
know,
don't
it's
Emily,
really
you're
not
out.
that hard
You're on
not
Richelieu
to
duty.
talk.
This is true. This is true.
It takes
But you never
much
know.
more effort.
So Sylas and I are gonna go scout, right? Right? Cool.
No, we all have to stealth together to get to a vantage point.
You guys should probably do follow the expert then.
Yep,
That's
that's the
are.
plan.
You do not listen, lady.
I wasn't. You're right.
And I'm going
I
to
mean-
go last.
I'm not telling you that you all have to go together. All I've said is that there's the great expanse of open air, and there's what looks to be, if you're good at it, maybe a way that you could approach without being seen if you're taking the right approach. But they know that there's a group of people here at this camp. I mean, it's pretty clear already. You're already exposed here.
Question.
Yeah, they
How long
already
does
know
it
we're
take to
here.
get up onto there?
What do you ask?
How long does it take to get to the vantage point?
Well, it's 100 feet from here to where the
Not-
Strovel stairs kind of starts, like the starts of
Not
the ruins
far.
and things. So yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're able to make out how many people are walking about on the stairs from here, and
No,
so
no,
it's
no.
pretty close.
So
if
that's
you-
fine. My question was more like, I'm just gonna drink an invisibility potion and then
Oh.
begin moving because it lasts 10 minutes now for me for versatile
yeah.
vials.
Oh.
And your speed is what?
35, but because of my very sneaky, it's 40.
You have 40
Wait,
regular move
Wait,
speed?
what?
No,
You get
35,
faster?
but no.
If you're
I gotta read
stealthing, it
this
gives
again.
you.
Very sneaky
So-
just lets you run at like a
You
faster
can move
speed
5
than
feet
normal.
farther when you take the sneak action up to
So
your
sneak
speed.
automatically
It
does
cuts your movements
what
in
half.
to you?
So it would be half, and so then plus 5.
25?
So 20. Because
20?
I'm 35, so it cut it in half to 15, and
So
then
you can
plus
move
5, so yeah,
20 feet every 6 seconds.
Imagine
And you're
you
100
move
feet from the
45 feet.
stairs. So I think
It
it's
lasts
very
10
safe to
minutes.
say that you could totally take a 10-minute pot, get to the stairs and back, no problem.
Or you can
Yeah, I
have
can
Amalisce
stealth
do
at
it.
30 feet.
Doesn't she have 45 movement?
Oh, actually, even better. And I'm gonna make one for both me and Rishalou.
Yeah, recently needs one.
Yeah, you should probably
Oh.
be invisible.
Oh, well, yes, you are not.
Imagine if you pop out and then shank him with your sword.
That is also true. This is intriguing.
I mean, I'll deal with it. It's fine. My
Look,
stealth
bud,
bonus.
I can only find 3 versatile vials per 10 minutes. And they only last 10 minutes. So.
No, I get it.
Alhatham used to go invisible all the time.
wait, how
What
long
happened?
does you have the new
I
thing
don't
that lets your
prepare that spell as
versatile
much
last
anymore.
a minute or something? What is your deal with that
No,
now?
sorry. It only works for it's extended elixirs, but it's only on me that it goes to 10 minutes.
Ah.
I'm saying,
So if you quick alchemy for them, it's
Yeah.
still just to the end of your turn.
yes.
6 seconds basically potency on those. But if they drink a potion that so it lasts for 6 seconds. If he drinks it, I think it lasts a minute or something.
If they drink it, it lasts a minute. Yes.
Yeah. So you'd have a minute with a versatile vial
Yeah, and for me, it'd
for
be
someone
10.
else.
Yeah,
Which is
so
basically,
I'll just take it for myself. That way, they
Yeah.
can't target the healer right away.
yeah.
Just let me know when you guys are ready to move, and I'm gonna drink one.
I've been ready. Fucking go.
Ready. I'm ready. Let's kill
Alright.
some bandits.
Should we... Yes. Should we wait till
Wait.
it's dark?
That's
They
my
can see
hell.
us now.
Can you
if
see
we're
in the
100 feet
dark?
away.
I can't see in the dark, so that
No.
isn't necessarily
I
the
got
best
low light.
option.
This is true. I cannot see
I
in
can
the
see in
dark.
the dark. I also can make dark vision elixirs.
Well,
Why
Okay,
was
so
it-
that makes 2 of us that can see in the dark.
look at it this way: even if we do approach and they do see us coming, they have no idea of what we're capable of from being this
Well, we
far
have
away.
up to weeks. We could just let the group leave for the night, because the large group said they're leaving. Correct?
Oh, sorry, I don't have invisibility. I don't know why I thought I did.
What is your question?
Isn't the group that
Oh, I
has
did.
been here leaving?
No.
I thought they said
For-
that they were packing up.
No.
No,
The
the
people who were-
original people,
those two,
they all
yeah.
bitched out, and then this group of 9 girls that you've just been talking to stayed, and they've been mad that their people all left, and these 9 had been staying here and watching the Strovo stairs, but they've been watching the bandits on the stairs for like a week or 2, and they have never left.
Oh,
The
okay. I
bandits
thought
have
that they
made
were
like
planning
it
on
their
going
house,
grabbing
and they're
their
like
potions.
charging people to go through.
Right.
Okay. I thought they said something about leaving and grabbing reinforcements.
No,
or
no, no.
something.
Yeah, no.
That's
yeah.
these
So-
people.
If we
That's
want
what you did
to,
say.
if we wanted to
Yeah.
wait until nightfall, I could just sleep 8 hours and then actually just do a new set of potions for the day.
And then just make a fuck ton of invisibility pots.
Well, no. So the mist form, it's not real invisibility, it's mist form. I don't get the invisibility one until like 15, I think.
What is it? Mist form?
Here, I'll just link it.
Mistform elixir?
It just gives you concealment for 5 minutes.
Oh,
But you can't
Yeah.
use the concealment to hide or sneak, so it's not really going to benefit
Right.
us much.
so it
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
But I do have dark vision elixirs, so I can make that and then we can attack at night instead. It lasts for 24 hours if I make it actual, or I can make it via materials, and it would be 90 gold for me to make each one.
So if we're gonna
basically.
wait the night, I think Amalisce and I should sneak ahead to determine
Agreed.
if their set race would have
Night vision.
dark vision. Yeah.
Good
Sure,
See,
idea.
it would be beneficial to attack.
If you
at
want to do
night.
that, I could just craft a few of these too, just in general, because I can just literally pop up my shop here and begin crafting. It's 90 gold piece of materials per, which
What?
is, I mean, yeah, but that's why I said I need a lot of gold. If you want me to constantly create like elixirs that we can use, because I can make these things and these don't go away if I make them like this. They're just permanent. I can make any elixir basically.
Oh, it
that
sucks into
exists.
1-to-1.
It's cheaper than the actual cost. It's normally 360 gold.
Damn.
And
Oh.
you guys
Yeah.
can see from here.
It's about a fourth the price.
You know, you can make out the shape of individuals, and you can count. Like, you can see them. You can see some detail. You just can't get like super good detail. But what I would say that you can see from here, where the stairs starts, about 100 feet away from you toward the cliff, you see these massive stairs. Like, these steps, each step is like 1.5 feet tall. So it's not like it's a normal size stair that you would just step up easily. You almost have to high knee, like your knee comes to your chest as you step up each step. And then a little ways up the first set of stairs, maybe about 10 feet up, like height-wise up the stairs, there's this big barricade of what looks to be like rubble and rock and a makeshift barricade. And then you see a lot of movement behind that barricade. You see like maybe 5 or 6 smaller forms and one big form just behind that first big barricade toward the bottom of the stairs. And that is flanked on either side by this massive statue of that ancient big god guy, or that king that thought he was a god, basically. It's just this huge 2 statues on either side of the stairs. And the cliff itself is just like, it's carved into the cliff, the stairs and a bunch of like buildings and structures sticking out of it. Even on the ground, there's like some rock, or there's like stone, almost looks like a ceiling of a room that might be buried underground, on the ground next to the stairs.
Well, why don't
you might even be able to see, I guess, from this vantage point. It's kind of hard. This map isn't big enough, but on the left side, right? On either side of the stairs, you have the giant statue. On the left side, the left statue, to the statue's left, you see this massive like hole going into what looks to be unnatural stone. So it's like a big building carved into this cliffside, and there's like this big room with these big pillars. It's dark, you can't really see into it, but almost picture like a giant man-made cave almost looking thing. And that's kind of further off to the left of the stairs themselves.
Honestly, I think we're overcomplicating things. I think we're just...
I go scout.
I was just going to suggest that you and Sylas go scout, and there she goes.
Well,
And there you go.
so
All
much
right.
for my comment about overcomplicating
All right.
things. There was only like, I can only see 5 guys in a
both of
giant,
you-
so we can handle
Both
that.
of you, both of you two, go ahead and use the hand, and under the stealth category, roll the sneak option. That should be a stealth or a secret check.
Well, you two prepare yourselves in case we need to make a quick entrance.
Oh, I am prepared.
oh, we're coming running back. Don't worry.
And let me just verify things here.
For the record, guys, I rolled a 4, probably.
Yeah, the way. Yeah, it's true. Like last week, where it was just horrible.
I feel like it'll never change. Don't you worry.
Oh, it will, Sylas.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you're not even here. Hey, yell out.
Gone.
You'll be fine, Sylas.
Gets us killed.
Oh my
Can I
god.
see something cool?
Jesus.
I rolled
Okay.
a 1, didn't I?
So, you two are sneaking. You both have the whole avoid notice thing going on. You're crouched really low. Maybe you're army crawling the first bit till you get to like a big rock and
Oh boy.
some almost like a stream maybe had carved through the plains, and so there's a bit of a gully that you can dip down into for a bit as you make your way closer and closer. And then you guys do get pretty damn close. Like, you can get up to within, I'd say, 20 feet of where the base of the stairs is. What kind of details are you wanting?
I'm wanting to know. I'd probably just do a recall knowledge on them, to be fair, because I want to know their race and like if they have dark
Yeah.
vision.
Okay,
That was
so
my main objective.
yeah, so if you now you're like 20 feet away from the stairs, you see the barricade they basically built this gate across the fucking stairs toward the bottom of it, and it's manned by what looks to be 5 humans. There's a giant, clearly a giant. This thing is large in size, very tall, standing
Fucking
behind the gate.
huge.
And then there looks to be maybe a dwarf who has this massive, huge fucking like sword, two-handed big sword, like from one of those Asian RPGs. It's like way too big for you. Huge ass sword.
Buster sword.
And you see that beyond the barricade, the stairs continue going up and up and up. They get about halfway up in toward this cliff, and then there's what looks to be buildings, like entrances. In the middle of the stairs, there's doors on either side of the stairs that you could, go off inside the cliff into these man-made structures carved into the cliffside. But yeah, that's what you could see from that vantage point.
I would like to know.
You know what? Actually, if you're at the base of the stairs, I mean, these stairs keep going up beyond that midpoint where you could go into a room to the left or to the right. The stairs keep climbing. They keep climbing up and up and up, and just as it gets almost to the top of this massive plateau cliff thing, like we're talking 400 fucking feet up, you see another barricade at the top of the stairs. And some creatures, now we're talking a distance from where you are all the way to the top. What is this, 150 feet, 200 feet forward and up the stairs? So it's really hard to see, but based on what you're seeing in front of you, it looks like another barricade up there and some more creatures that appear to be hovering about and guarding up on this side of the barricade to make sure that people don't come down from the top of the stairs.
Sounds like you guys rolled super good, actually.
When you
Yeah.
say barricade,
Amalisce is picking up the details at the top.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Amalisce is carrying this. Got it.
That'd be a
Sylas,
nice
I mean,
little
this
roll of a
isn't.
five.
It's more about how close Amalisce got. Sylas, he snuck. He did so that he thinks is successful. No one called out. No one did anything. No one reacted. But Amalisce kept going. She went probably another 5, maybe 10 feet, and still no one reacted to her.
Silas was probably like, wait, where you going?
What
the fuck?
The
Worst part is I'm faster at stealthing. I was just lost.
What do you mean you're faster at stealthing? I have 45 feet of movement while stealthing.
Wait, you have
Yeah,
your full move
You
speed
did
on
nat
stealthing?
20,
Yeah.
Reno. Let's just say that.
Wait, what gives you? I thought that was a catfolk thing.
I have swift sneak.
Oh,
Wow. Yes,
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm
Silas-
faster.
Silas turned to sideways to speak to Amalisce. He
And
starts saying
I'm
something, and it's
gone.
like, where the fuck
don't
did
need
she
to be
go?
so mad about it, gee.
Yeah, gee.
God, that Amalisce person's always so mad.
Isn't it?
Can
Sober
I
will do that to you.
see? So when you say barricade, do you mean like a gate? Like they built a gate?
It's like a giant, like I don't know, probably like a
Are we
10-foot
talking, like,
tall, like think
Revolution
Walking
barricade?
Dead makeshift wall at the entrance to the town. Like it's made out of rocks, boulders, and planks.
Okay,
It's-
it's
So
makeshift.
there's no door.
They built it. You're really close. Like Sylas went about as close as he thought humanly or catfolk possible to not be seen, and you have pushed the limit. You have gotten closer than he thought
I
even
definitely
possible,
nat
and
20s.
you're still not detected, at least at the moment. And yeah, you can tell that it looks like in the center of the barricade does look to be some like a big plank that could be slid to the side to allow passage through the barricade.
Does it look like there? I doubt it, but does it look like there's a lock on it?
Not so much that there's a lock on it, but rather that there's just a bunch of shit in the way, and that it looks like it could only really be opened from the back side.
Does it look climbable?
Not very easily.
Okay. From the side of the stairs, does it look like there's a vantage point in which we could, like, jump and maybe grab the wall of the stairwell leading up and like.
Go ahead and make this perception check. I've given you basically everything your nat 20 is gonna get you. Oh my god. Alright, I guess I gotta give you all that again.
So what I'm getting out of this is Aaliyah's stolen
She's
all
not
of my
getting the
luck
pity
for
point
past
tonight,
two
let me
sessions.
tell you that.
Yeah, I was like,
Clearly.
apparently I nat 20 both those rolls.
2 sessions in a row.
Lazarus.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll start
so
with combat.
the
You know, troop
structure,
strength. You know what they're carrying.
the man-made
You know,
stone
mother.
structure that's been carved into the cliffside goes up like fucking the whole length of the cliff. So like these buildings that are carved in are like 500 feet themselves or 400 feet. But you do see that there does appear to be, if you were a good climber, you might be able to scale your way up the sides. You know, there's some handholds here or there, some outcroppings. But about 250 feet up from ground level, you do see what looks to be these really thin, like maybe 1 foot tall little windows carved into the sides of some of these walls, which you would surmise could be for, you know, airflow and some light to get into the building. But it would be quite a tight squeeze, but probably doable.
I mean,
Pretty
I'm
good at
tall,
climbing.
so I could probably do it.
Ain't no way I'm squeezing.
But it's
shit.
important to note that these buildings are, so like the stairs come down and they come down to where these two statues are. The buildings and the walls that go up are kind of behind the statues. So if you were to reach the walls of the buildings and try to climb up, you would have already been going past at the beginning of the stairs. So I mean, maybe you could sneak to the wall without being seen if you came from an angle. And like I said, to the left of one of the left statues, to the far left of the stairs, there does appear to be a big like cave opening. And now that you're this close, yeah, it looks to be like a big courtyard almost carved into one of the buildings that you could go into freely. Like it's open on the ground floor level.
Are there any?
There doesn't appear to be any motion in there. It's
Okay.
dark, so but you have dark vision. But from what you can see, it's kind of a hard angle. But it looks like there is nobody in there. And if you were to try, knowing your stealthiness, if you wanted to try to sneak into that, you would have to come kind of from at an angle from the left and kind of come down and sneak into that without coming straight head on to the stairs and hope that they don't see you as you enter that.
You want to take bets if they die?
Oh,
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Let's send it.
they are so
Damn.
dumb.
I got 5 gold
Okay.
on dead.
Go ahead and
I
try to make
will-
She dies
another
dead on a card.
I'll raise it. to
Sylas
six.
another
just back
sneak
there.
check. So you get a
I'm
third
just
nat
waiting
20.
to catch her card when she explodes in loot.
It's like, no.
It
Okay.
was not another nat 20.
It was not. You make
But-
your way
We just hope it's good.
to the left. So like right now you're kind of like squared in the center of where the stairs start, only about 15 feet in front of you. You start heading up the left. You go to the left of where the stairs are. You go a ways out that way, and then you sneak your ass into this little alcove section. And you don't hear anyone alert to your presence. You don't see any disruption. I will bring you to where you would be on the map.
Why
So
does
that
she
you can
keep
actually
going?
get some heads and tails of what the fuck I've been describing.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna look. That'd be cheating.
Good
Good.
job.
Okay, so
Oh,
from your vantage point, down
see.
here was the stairs, and this is the
Should we come back
barricade.
with now
You
we
kind of
have
see it a
mission?
little bit. So the hard part was this is the edge of the map. So you would have been like 10 feet further, to the left of the edge of the screen in the center of the
So it
stairs.
would've been, like over here-ish.
Like over here-ish. You see down here? Can I ping off the edge of the map? Can you see that ping?
Yeah.
Way over here. You would have been like that, but like another 10 or 20 feet further to that direction, and you guys were checking out the stairs, but then you came up here because this was an opening here. And so you kind of snuck around all the way, from there you came all the way this way, and now you've kind of come down to where you are. And you don't see the people behind the barricade, and they can't see you because of the corner of the building here is kind of blocking your vision at the moment.
This is the entrance to the
That's
cave?
the entrance. These things on the ground are actually roofs of what appears to be a building that's carved into the ground that you'd walk on top of.
Okay, I would like to stealth my way towards the opening of the cave to continue being quiet so that
I'm
they
gonna
don't
raise my-
look over and be like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna raise my bet to 10 gold.
Okay.
I'm
Go
also
ahead
going to bet
and roll a
alongside you with
sneak.
15 gold.
Oh, you're back.
Anybody taking us up
I'm
on
just
that?
polishing my shield. I know this is going to come in handy.
Yeah,
I
so-
head back to the
and
group
then
and
go
I'm like,
ahead and
she's
move
trying to die.
I'm
where
like
you
hugging
wanted
the
to.
wall too, I'd like to say.
Okay.
I'm not out
To
like
think that this is the
la-di-da-di-da.
same Amalisce that wouldn't enter
So
rooms
as
because
you
of
can start to
spiders.
see,
Right.
way down here, you can see maybe a little bit of this human here.
Mhm.
He's hiding behind the barricade. He can't really, he hasn't been alerted to your presence. But what's in front of you is this opening inside the cliff, basically. It's this big
Hey, God.
carve out. And I'll move you, your stealth check, you could get into here without being seen.
Hey, God.
So you could hide behind this wall effectively. Like, you're totally blocked from the stairs vision now.
Can you
sick.
move the stream over so they can see what's happening?
Ryan wants to
No.
cheat.
I'm not looking at the other screen.
You'll figure it out when we get here.
And
Damn.
then now that
Mystery
you're...
for
I'm
as
looking
well.
this way. I can't look this way.
Mystery for them as well.
What is this? Is this another doorway?
So that is another roof of a building that is buried underground. You're just walking on top of, because the roof's flat with the earth. This is
Okay.
carved. That's what all these things are. But you see that now that you're in here, it looks like a big colonnade that looks out west across the Varisian lowlands. It's a 200-foot up before you see what looks to be and I kind of tried with my walls to make you be able to see. It looks like a lip or a ledge up there.
Yeah.
So it's like a sheer wall that goes straight up 250 feet. And this whole thing is empty all the way up to there. And it almost looks like a balcony would be up there where you could look out across the plains. That's open up there.
Fuck, we should have asked these people if there was roof access. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna try and scale it. I could. I have a climbing
Okay.
gear, but that'd be kind of loud.
I'll give you, with your stealth rolls, I'll just move you a little bit until I give you some vision.
Got
Okay.
any force?
I can see.
so
she just keeps
I
going.
can see the
Yep,
main.
the
forehead.
dwarf. I can get you a little
That
more. There
is
you
a
go.
big giant fucking sword.
I kind of like
That's a little
silver
bit more
emerald
of the
better.
picture.
He's willing
This
to
is the
take
giant
chance.
statue on the left, the giant statue on the right. There's the barricade. There's the guys that you could see in
How long
detail.
do
The
you
stairs
think
keep
it'll
going up.
take before the guards
Way over
notice that
here
one
is
of us
again just
missing?
more buildings carved into the cliff.
For all they know, she's in the tent.
I guess that's fair.
Goddamn, that lady is huge.
And then are
Hey,
you
yo.
wanting to head back
Oh, there's a
toward
thick-
the group?
Yeah, I would say this is sufficient recon.
Okay, you could probably head out that direction and then make a big swoop, and then you probably wouldn't need to roll a stealth again.
Okay.
What?
You'll see when you see the map.
Oh, don't forget to move the stream back over.
Don't tell her about the bet.
So yeah, Amalisce would she based on the angle and the building that she was at, she could have gone north, I don't know, 200 feet, and then came across the plains to circle back, with no issue of being seen. Sylas, are you looking to come back?
Probably. I mean, I probably would have followed her.
So
but some
Amalisce probably would have
invisible force stopped me.
she would have actually entered frame probably from the left. She was able to circle kind of way
Oh,
back.
welcome back.
Sylas, you can roll a sneak as
On
you're
the
out in
bright
the middle.
side, Gilbark,
Oh,
since
damn.
we all voted for the same thing,
She
we
kind
don't
of
lose
ditched them just
anything.
right there in the center, and then she rolls a nat 20, and then another success to get where she was. And so Sylas, sneaks up to his hiding
Where's-
spot,
Where's Sylas?
and then he does get back.
Okay, so I got super close.
I thought you guys were together. What happened?
There is a dwarf with a big sword.
You wouldn't know that.
Yes, I literally saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he knew that part.
He
Oh, okay.
he could make out
literally
their
saw
races, but he didn't get any other detail basically than that.
So going
I
at
was
night,
told
it's
dwarf
not
with
going
a
to make
big
difference.
Okay, so he has no details, just races.
Gosh, you're so angry all the time.
Sober Amalisce?
The amount of vindictiveness from sober Amalisce.
You know, at least I can applaud
No.
her for being more courageous while sober somehow.
This is true.
Usually being
Oh, there's
drunk
no
makes
spiders in
you
the
more
room.
courageous.
so I
Kill those
got
spiders.
pretty close.
Visual.
Yeah, fuck spiders. And I got into this like outcropping. I don't know how to describe. It's like a building in the side wall of the staircase, and it looks about 200 to 50 feet up. There's a ledge. That
What about personnel? That's really what we're...
so we
looking for.
got 3 humans, a dwarf, or no, 4 humans, a dwarf with the big sword, and a giant with a mace.
5 humans, giant dwarf.
Okay, so
Interesting.
nothing too difficult.
I didn't see
We
the
should be
50
able to
one.
handle
Thank
that
God
small of a
God took
contingent.
notes.
He doesn't
What,
need to take notes. He's got all of them in front of him.
How
Well, that's
far
what I'm
up
saying. He
do
at
you
least gave
get?
us the numbers.
She got 2 nat 20s.
I
She
could
would have
probably
accurately
throw a rock
recounted
at one
what
of
she
Yeah,
saw.
shut up. I just can't roll. This game hates me.
I'm
Then I
sorry.
can't even give the
If
dwarf
I wanted
information.
to, I could have definitely hit one with a rock.
Interesting.
I was pretty close.
So
Well, why
right
didn't
now,
you?
right now at the first
throwing a fireball.
barricade there is a contingent of 5 then?
6.
So there's 5 humans.
Oh, and
a
1 dwarf.
and a
So there's-
giant.
So
so
technically
there's
7.
There's 7.
7.
I think we
Okay.
can handle it.
Well,
I mean, most
Oh,
random
giant.
mercenaries aren't really on our level.
Oh,
right. Well, I
Also,
cannot be sneaky.
their
so.
wall, quote unquote, is just a bunch of like shit piled on top of like each other.
Makeshift.
Yeah, and it's got this like really shitty sliding door.
Well, that makes sense.
Hey.
Since they
Well,
obviously
before
came
we-
here.
Hey,
How long
Did a
does
fireball
it take?
break the door?
How long does it take for us to walk up if we wanted to just walk right at them?
A minute.
Probably like 5 minutes max.
Yeah, no, like 2 minutes. You could just a real slow pace could get you to the base of the stairs within 2 minutes.
Okay,
Oh.
They did their whole stealthy thing and chilled. It was probably about 30 minutes.
that's
of
why I
recon.
wanted to ask. Because
Well, we
I
move
could,
it a minimum
if
30
we're going to go
together.
fight them, I can pump one of you with heroism now. It lasts 10 minutes.
Well, we're definitely going to go at least talk to them. But the way the lady was talking is she does not think that they will want
Hey,
to talk.
Rishalou,
what
come here.
What stat is diplomacy?
Charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Okay.
I would be your
Good to
best
know.
diplomacy guy.
Yeah, give it to Alhatham. They respect the elders.
I have master in diplomacy. I have plus 24.
Nice.
I got a plus 20 and I'm only trained. Hey, we're all trained.
I cannot help with that.
Well, once we start walking up there, I'll give you a little boost, Rishalou.
Very well. Of what? Oh, of heroism. I get it.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a plus 2 to your
Heroin?
attack rolls, saving throws, perception
Heroism.
checks, and
Oh,
skill
okay.
checks.
Okay.
I mean, to
Fine.
be honest, it does exactly what heroin would do.
True.
Outside
Well.
of maybe the skill checks.
You know what this means, right, Rishalou?
What is that, Sylas?
You have to actually tank this time.
I tank every time,
That
Sylas.
is a lie, my friend.
I can only be on one side of the
This
battlefield.
is why the
at a
goblin is
time.
my favorite.
You know,
It's-
we were talking earlier about that story about that, like, gunslinger vampire guy. Like, their party's tank never really seems to do their job either. It's always
This is
the
true.
random, like, swashbuckler
So he's
guy.
not emulating the
You're not wrong.
gunslinger. He's emulating the party's tank.
Yes.
He's always in
Granted,
front of the dead things.
I am
granted,
one
from what
person,
I've read of the
Sylas.
party tank, I wouldn't really, like, try to emulate them, but... Very weird human being.
From what I
I
understand,
heard it was a dragon.
Hey,
he's
Can
more
we-
of an off tank than the main tank.
can we wait 10 minutes? Just in case.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna drink this, and I make myself a bestial mutagen, which lasts 10 minutes for me. No, I'm sorry, it lasts an hour, even with
Yep.
a...
Oh god, he's gonna start calling us all nerds
He's gonna
again.
get big again.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
it
your
does. That's
strength
crazy.
bonus whenever you drink that?
I get +3 bonus to athletics checks and unarmed attack rolls, which
Oh,
I
you're
am... No,
Can't call us
that's,
nerds.
No,
We're
no, no.
naturally more
That puts
cool.
my unarmed attacks chance to hit to a +23.
Oh
My
wow.
unarmed is a +24.
Okay, I'm a healer.
Yeah, well, you can't call people nerds if you're
I also
weaker
have-
than them.
I also have a 0 to my strength. Imagine if I stacked strength, I'd be a 28 to
True.
hit.
Imagine if you gave me one so that I can use the mountain card and be even more useful.
I don't know. if I
Any
can
down
give-
warrior.
I
101.
don't think I give other people bestial. I don't think I can give other people mutagens.
I think I have
Oh, I
one.
know it's a
actually.
potion you can make.
Let me look. Yes, you gave me a cognitive mutagen that I still have. I don't know. If
Did
should
I?
have it.
That
You
might
did?
have been an item you had from something else.
Oh, okay. But this
Yeah.
is what you gave me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in mutagen that says only one person can benefit
It
from
says
it.
quantity 0 now, so I'm guessing I
I
don't
mean,
have it
It
any
is a
longer.
I can s-
polymorph effect, so
Yeah.
there are some things with polymorph.
So, I think it was to like be able to talk to somebody, but we didn't need it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading it.
Yeah, there's a huge paragraph for polymorph.
Yeah.
As long as I don't use the polymorph strikes, I don't think it'll affect me too much.
Yeah, no, because the talk section about not being able to cast spells and speaking
most-
is mostly for battle forms, not
And using
actual,
most
like,
manipulate actions that
polymorph.
requires hands. If there's doubt about whether you could use this as an action or not, though, the GM decides.
Well,
That'll
that's
probably take
again,
away
that's
my
for the
amulet.
second half of it, which is if you take on a polymorph battle form.
Well, wouldn't that
That's
be
like-
what bestial be?
No,
I think-
it's not technically a battle form. Battle forms are specifically
scarier.
spells.
Well, you do take pretty significant drawbacks, like -2 penalty to reflex saves, for example. So like they can trip you pretty easy.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that's,
if you want me to make you one, I'll make you one. I can make you big.
yeah, the second section is specifically about spells like dragon form or angel form or cosmic form, that kind of thing.
I think your spear hits more damage, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the athletics.
Wait, can
Is
I
it an
use?
item bonus?
Yeah, it's an item bonus.
The Mountain Man, I believe, is a item bonus. Damn it.
Okay. Can you have more than one mutagen on you at a time?
No. The
Okay.
mutagen trait specifies that mutagens are polymorph effects, and you can only be affected by polymorphs once.
Ah, okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah.
what's the plan? we
Uh,
got another 30 minutes of talking gone so far. It's 11:30.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna craft one of these just so if I do get into melee.
When we
I
get
can do
about-
something.
halfway to the stairs, I'm gonna pop the heroism onto Rishalou.
Just give
Very
me 10
good.
minutes as I become a big goblin. That way I can get my last versatile vial back.
Does that have a visual
Absolutely.
component?
The bestial mutagen, yeah, I become fucking big.
He used that last.
Features transform into something bestial and lumbering. And then what about heroism?
Heroism is concentrate, divine, manipulate, and mental.
But what is the description of the flavor of what it does?
It doesn't have one. You unlock the target's inner heroism.
Okay.
I
It
was
I
is a
basically-
pure mental effect.
For bestial, I basically just imagine my mustache grows longer and I just fucking bulk up like one of those, those big ass Amani trolls in WoW, where they're like fucking huge.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god, you know
yeah.
what you do? You do the fucking Master Roshi full power form where he just gets really fucking
Oh my
big.
god. Yeah.
You know the Scooby-Doo movie from like 2002?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm picturing when Scrappy drinks that little
Oh,
potion
yeah!
and he's like...
Dude, Straight up.
That's literally him, except it's the mustache that gets the biggest part of him. It just
Yeah.
doubles in size.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, his mustache is the only thing that grows. He's got this huge fucking handlebar on his face, and he's still as tall as he is, but he's got this monstrous mustache.
Well, his neck has to get all veiny and
Yeah.
shit, dude.
All right,
All right.
nerds, let's do this after we
Let's-
wait 10 minutes.
Oh god,
do
not
this.
this
I
again.
got anchor arms.
Let's
Can I
go.
charge the door
I'm gonna
as
give
an
you this
enlarged
effect
stylus and break down the door?
now.
All right.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
stick
it
it on
sent
him.
it to me. I'll remove the
Guys?
effect for myself.
What?
Should I charge the door and break it down as an enlarged stylus?
No, we talk. And then if they attack, then you kill them. Duh.
Gilbark has to walk by himself because his mustache sticks out too far now. He'd be like hitting people with it.
I do the
Oh my
deal
god,
walk.
he's doing
Alright.
the fucking muscle arm SpongeBob walk, except it's the handlebar mustache instead of the arm.
I'll show you what I'm
The
doing.
the mustache is the thing moving.
Are you a wimp?
Are you? What is it? What do they call
Or are
him?
you a jerk?
A sissy? Is it a sissy something?
A bubble blown. Oh,
What's it? What do they ask? Are you a? When they go into the bar?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
the Splatoon, salty Splatoon or
Yeah.
whatever.
Are you? And then like, I'm a goofy and then it's like, what do they call
A
that?
bubble blowing.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doc, I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, we'll
we
figure
know
it out.
how to wean them out.
I'm
That's
a
literally him right now.
So, yeah. So
I
you
got
guys,
don't worry.
you're just like fall into lockstep. Just finally, you've made your decision. All right, we're gonna fucking go. So you just start walking this 100 feet through the grassy plains toward this big menacing ass staircase, flanked on either side by these huge ass statues, and Gilbark's mustache grows to a ridiculous length. He's basically walking on his little animated mustache at this point, and his bulging neck muscles explode into big ass veins as they're bulging, and he's just like tripping out on whatever he just drank. Alhatham just casually puts his hand on the back of Rishalou's shoulder, and Rishalou's eyes widen as he just has this.
Haha.
Yeah,
fucking
you just
callback,
you
that's
feel
all I'm
really
talking about.
fucking confident and badass. And you guys just march straight up to the stairs. You get as close as Sylas had gotten, then you get as close as Amalisce has gotten, and then you are standing at the foot of the stairs. You even make it up a couple stairs before they call out to you. Let's get us over. And you'll see why I had to do all of this at Theater of the Mind, because the edge of this map
Is
is
literally right here.
on the stairs.
Oh wow, yeah. Holy
So
cow.
Guys, I
it's
think
hard.
there's bubble blowing babies.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see the giant statues flanking either side of the stairs. The stairs, if you turned around into the blackness at the edge of this map, they'd go down probably another, I don't know, 6, 7 stairs. The height of where you are now, if you were to look over the edge of the stairs, is probably about 8 feet. You see that this barricade is right in front of you. It flattens out here for a little bit behind the barricade. Over the edge of this is 10 feet. And then the stairs keep going all the way up here to where it flattens out. A very flat section midpoint. That's almost 250 feet up.
That is a lot of bodies. Or are those
Elevation
horses?
there.
Dead
And then
horses.
the
Good thing
stairs
Warren
keep
Thank
going
God
even
Marv isn't
further, and then this barricade up here, you'd be probably 400 feet above where your camp was when you're up there, and then they continue just a little bit more to the total of 500 feet to the plateau. This was the entrance that Amalisce, you guys all would have seen it.
Oh,
In fact,
One sec.
Oh, hold
As
on.
you
Can we
approach-
just give us a moment, everyone?
yeah, just 1 minute. As you would have
Elemental.
approached, you would have had vision on what the hell was. This was the cave-looking thing. This is like a. These stone here on the ground. These are the roofs of a building that's clearly underground. So you'd be standing on top of these roofs. That's flush with the dirt. But this is a big open, like. I don't know, just a square cave, basically carved with the
Silas
stone,
gives dig.
and it's carved all the way up to 250 feet. It's just like this big courtyard thing carved out. So you would have seen that as you had approached, but you approached straight up into here. So I just want to make sure you have that vision. These over here, again, these are all just like buildings that are underground. Some of this stuff here is like 250 feet up. It's just like a structure. This building is carved out of this massive, huge cliff face. This was a very difficult
I do not want to be in
scene to
front.
read. Yeah,
Right.
I assume these two would have been in front. But yes, as you start to make your way up the stairs, the big dwarf guy is standing up on some rocks, and behind the barricade, he's got like a platform. He's standing up and looking over at you guys. You could see him. He looks like this.
He's a little too happy to see us. What the fuck?
Yeah, and so he'll call out to you guys as you approach.
Or it's not that big.
I was more talking about the smile, but same difference.
Let me give you the actual word-for-word description so far. I've just been going off of what I know about this map. A row of boulders and a barricade of logs block the western end of this 40-foot wide landing on the stairs. To either side, stone platforms look out over the landing below with a height of 10 feet. Towering statues of the infamous rune lord Karzug loom just beyond these platforms, while the stairs themselves lead east, further upward, to a larger landing. And as you approach, this guy will call out to you, "Hello, travelers. I expect you're looking for passage up the Strovel stairs."
Yes.
Oh, so we're going to try to bullshit?
Well, it's
No,
easier
we're
to
just-
get in if we just
Just
talk to them.
walking through. That's it.
I guess that's a fair point.
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but there's new ownership here on the Strovel stairs. We allow passage, of course, as trade needs to flow and travelers need to travel. But looking at you guys, and he looks specifically over at Gilbark with his bulging ass neck and his huge mustache.
What are you looking at?
I think you guys probably could pay the premium price of 200 gold per person, and we would let you right on through.
Well, what's the non-premium price? This doesn't sound fair.
It's 200 gold for you lot per person, and you can go all the way on up with no trouble.
Oh, fear not. We plan on going all the way up.
Agreed.
Hold me
Yeah.
back.
We'll come right up to you and pay you, guys. I think we just kill him.
Yeah, we're
Out of
definitely
high
just
stealth, I
gonna kill
whisper.
him.
Since when did the stairs become a toll road?
Rishalou, wait until we're inside for the
New
high
management.
moral road.
New rules.
We
Interesting.
gotta be inside first.
So where do we pay this toll?
Well, my associate will slide the door open and you can hand your money over, and then we'll widen the door and you can go right on through.
It'll be easier to open if they open it a little bit.
Where's the door? I do not see a door.
Yeah, you would see. It's pretty obvious. It's
Okay.
like, it's almost like picture a post-apocalyptic barricade. Like there's this scrap
Yeah,
metal
yeah.
looking ass door that you could slide to the side, but it's just
Just-
made of wood.
Are
And
we waiting to
Yeah.
get in before we attack, or do we want to go a little bit up the stairs before we attack?
I definitely want to be inside before we attack.
I would
We
agree
could
with
pay.
that.
Okay.
What if they start throwing rocks at us? Boulders. There's a lot of boulders.
But very well.
Yeah, and just to give you more context, now that you're literally right in front of the barricade, I think I was asked this question earlier, but I didn't give that much detail. It looks like it might be able to be clambered up, but it almost is more rickety than have just climbed up the fucking wall from the ground itself. So it would be pretty difficult to climb up and over this barricade.
High chance of it falling on our frickin' heads.
Right.
Everybody has the requisite gold, of course, I assume.
We do.
Yes.
Very well. We will
Gonna
pay
break
your
his
toll
neck.
for safe passage.
Should
In a
we give
bit.
him the
Go
money
ahead
and
and
kill him?
make a lie check.
Alhatham.
So just
Oh,
target.
Ethan didn't say it, my friend.
I didn't
I
say
think
it.
Rishalou
Yeah.
said it. Go ahead and target the dwarf,
target.
and
Also,
then it should
Alhatham's
be in
deception
your
is garbage.
skills under.
Oh
what
no,
is it
we're
under?
gonna give him the money. We're just gonna get it back
I
after
was
we're
gonna say,
done.
we're just getting it back.
It's under
I'm not-
deception.
I'm not
Called
lying.
Technicalities
Yeah.
don't work under God's laws.
I'm not lying to him.
Go-
Why did I
shut
do
up.
that? Oh, my thing must have turned
This is
on.
a above
And
game,
the look
moron.
on his face when you say this, it goes from a little reserved and like he knows he's
Trepidatious.
screwing you over to oh damn, he's actually gonna pay. Sick. And then he gets excited,
Oh my
look in his
God.
face.
He's a fucking
And
idiot.
he's like, "All right, bring the money. We'll open the door." And then he snaps his fingers toward the giant behind him, who comes lumbering down. These steps again are like 1.5 feet tall per step. She's a giant.
Same
She just
spot.
walks down them like a normal ass stair.
Right.
But you guys have been almost climbing every step on your way up to here. And she does slide the door open. So the center of this barricade is now
Open.
walk-throughable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she'll back up as you approach.
All right. Well, here is.
After you, my friend.
Thank you. Here.
And you're going to hand him the... Yeah, you can walk there. So that's
Okay.
where he'd be expecting you to hand him the bag of 1,000 gold, 200 per person.
Blaze.
All right.
Get in here, bitch.
For simplicity's sake, since we're just going to kill them and take our money back, can we just leave the
Anyway.
money in our inventory?
Yeah, I didn't assume that you actually had a bag. I thought you were going to hand him an empty bag or something.
No, well, we're gonna hand them the actual gold, but take it back after.
Oh.
Yeah,
loot
we're
their
just gonna
bag.
take
I
it back
see.
once we kill them all.
I mean, we
Yeah.
hand them an empty bag, they're gonna know. It
Because
doesn't
I
have
was
weight
legit
to
when
it.
I said it. I just why I wasn't lying.
I see.
I'm gonna
So
bring his neck.
Well, he was not suspicious of you
Yeah.
crossing him after you
Mhm.
handed the money.
gotcha.
He thought
No,
you were genuinely going to have a legit transaction. So if you hand him a bag of 1,000
Yep.
gold,
Yep.
he'll back up and you'll be like, "All right, let him
Perfect.
pass."
Pleasure
Very
doing
good.
this.
By and large.
Amalisce, Gilbark.
I do the thing as I walk past him, I bulk out my chest and I like fucking stare him down.
Alhatham's gonna
Oh,
get a
you're
little
a couple
up the
feet too far back
stairs.
for that.
Have you guys ever seen a toddler try and climb up the stairs?
Alright, that's as far as I'm going before
Yeah.
I
That's
turn
Amalisce
around.
right now.
I
So
literally
So-
do
for,
that to
I'm just
for
cat
game
back
mechanics'
up.
sake, just so you guys understand before we get into initiative, this is difficult terrain.
Yep,
What is difficult terrain?
the
The
stairs.
The stairs.
Stairs.
That's fine.
Because they're big.
That's fine.
You're basically climbing every step, so you're going to use
Yeah,
double
yeah.
movement basically
That's
every
fine.
5 feet.
You might, but I'll be flying.
Well, the
So I
giant.
will stand here then.
Okay, I got that light pause,
Oh.
brother. Difficult terrain don't
Don't hit
exist.
on her.
Did I? Yes, I saw it in email. But
So as you walk through, she would think you're genuine, so she'll walk up and she'll close the. the
my
gate.
friend. By the way,
Oh. Yes, almost
Yes?
forgot our parting gift.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
put-
but
I'll block
I've
this guy
changed
out.
my mind. Can we have our money back, please?
And that's nice.
All right, that's it. These fuckers aren't messing with us, boys. Get them.
Ah, perfect.
This
When it-
escalated quickly.
Want to hear a fun fact? Apparently, when I drink a bestial mutagen, I become a master in fortitude.
Oh,
And-
Maybe that's just
whoa.
what happened.
Two to
Oh, wow.
this.
What?
I have a plus 24 in fortitude.
Holy
Oh,
fuck.
nice. Add 2 to that, so it'd be
Holy
48.
shit.
Don't forget about my
That
plus
matters.
2
Just the
circumstance
casual
bonus. Always getting
46
it.
initiative
Oh, okay, never
roll.
mind.
What
I already
the
got the,
fuck?
My initiative
The
thing
snake
hasn't
bite
popped
plus
up.
2.
Yeah,
It
mine's
hasn't
still
popped up
going
for me
too.
either. Pops up on the
It'll
stream
come.
just
Well,
fine. But-
Hey guys, guess what? I have poison on my weapon.
Yes, you do.
You got poison on
I
your
was
weapon?
just
there we
about to say that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got poison on your weapon.
It's still not there for me.
You poison on your weapon.
Damn.
go. Okay, 36.
There
I
it
take
is.
that.
Hey.
Let's see, not a 2, anything but a 2.
I'll take that.
Hey, that's not a 2.
Holy shit! I can AoE
Holy
and not
shit,
hurt
you
my
guys are
allies.
gay. I'm going
Well,
fucking last in the
Hey
party.
guys,
Keep in
can
mind
I make a
everybody has
request
+1
for
where
those of
good.
you going ahead of me? Can you wait to approach or delay? Because I want to drop a nuke on
No.
them.
Hey,
I'm
I mean, I'm
waiting
still
to
attack-
approach this group, but
Rish-
I can nuke.
That's
Hold on,
Gilbark.
let me measure out a
does Rishalou
60
not have
foot
incredible
burst
initiative?
right now.
I thought champions had advantage. I thought that was one of their things.
Advantage.
I do not have incredible initiative.
Advantage would be pretty wild in the system.
I thought Gurkhill had that.
Yeah, no, I do not have.
No, I think Incredible only adds a base, like +5
Like
or something.
Yeah, I think it's a feat you can take, but
Yeah, it gives like +5. It doesn't give advantage.
'Cause I
That's
know
why your
Lazarus-
fortitude thing's so insane.
Lazarus had +2, and then Gurkhill had.
I think you had like a +5 bonus from Incredible.
Oh.
Oh, my
Maybe.
shit
Reload.
either just
Oh,
crashed or
game
just
over.
crashed.
Nice playing. Grab
Wait,
back.
Kyle, you still there?
Yeah, I'm doing
Okay.
stuff. Just
I was making sure your internet didn't crash.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
you've been filming for a
we
minute.
have a new module and it's for combat, and I forgot to
Monk
sync all our
combat
settings at the
details
beginning.
Volume.
Yep, there's lots of good stuff in Monk's combat details, so I think it's gonna help us with keeping track of everything. I also have my own new module that has all my enemy stat block sheets in one window, and it
Ooh.
scrolls through each of their stat blocks when it's their turn. So now
You
it's
need
saving
to add
places.
that to fucking
I did.
Bloodlords.
I added everything to Bloodlords.
I love you, buddy.
There's a lot of cool new mods that I found as I'm
We
getting ready for
smashing
B13.
tonight.
But is everybody
I'm sorry?
reloaded and good to go with their combat carousel? Everything looking good?
Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Kyle, run.
Oh. Okay. That was.
Oh, what happened?
Interesting.
Oh, I get it.
Mine is not reloaded. I'm
He
gonna try to.
Mine's
reload
up.
the
I
page.
just gotta redo my dice.
Oh, there we go.
It says you
Oh
got
yeah,
28.
sorry, you have to reconnect.
Oh, reconnect your dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your macro. It's faster.
It is
Like
hyper
that. Mine
laggy from.
It
Oh,
popped up
Mine
automatically.
just popped up with it. Yeah.
Oh.
On a refresh, it usually does.
Cool.
All right, Amalisce. It appears that you are going to be first to react.
Remember, Alhatham asked for you to wait.
Well, I'm not.
Well, no,
going
we're gonna take out the guys on the wings.
Oh, that's
We're doing
solid.
our pseudo melee job.
to. Shit. I gotta.
Oh
rewind
god,
here.
what is dragging the camera all the way over there?
Kyle,
Oh
do you
yeah,
have
there's a
anything?
lot of tokens on this map.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let me hide the guys at
Oh,
the top of
shit.
the barricade then.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the other side of the barricade, there's people.
Well, no, it's down here.
Boop.
Where?
Yeah.
Like down here
Oh,
somewhere.
well,
you might
they
have a
did-
loot
We
token
dragged
on
it like
hidden.
all the way to like this point.
They did tell us that there's at least 15 people, and we only saw 7, so it's.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Check
5 here.
Laka.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that aren't really people
Fucking
either.
duality.
That this map is
And
a complicated
I was
map.
slow one.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kyle,
I'm
how many
trying
drinks,
to
man?
make it.
Oh, I knew
huh?
these guys would be fucking weak.
That's a nat 20.
I'm gonna make a Hall of Fame rolls after tonight.
Yeah, no, that's insane. How
To
many
be fair,
nat
I'm
20s?
pretty
Oh,
sure
and,
these are weak ads.
Amalisce,
So
when you're doing your double hit, you should actually be
She's
doing
at
the
20.
merge damage, not the inject damage.
Oh. So.
Apparently there's a difference. Inject is like, oh shit, I rolled that damage on my spell, but it was actually heightened, so it's supposed to have an extra d6. Let me roll that d6 and then inject it into my actual first attack. Whereas merge is, oh, I made 2 attacks and I want them to be fully merged together with all of their traits and all their shit. So you want to use merge when possible, because it'll keep all of your like extra stuffs from your weird crit specializations. and
Is
I
there
don't
a
know.
way to like split it and then I'll hit merge?
You can hit the little button next to your inject to wait. Did you already merge it? Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
That makes sense.
Now it's merged, and so that way we don't have to scroll up to your first attack. It creates a brand new damage card that combined both of your strikes into one, and
Dylan,
it makes it
listen
a
well.
brand new card. So it looks like you did 60 fucking damage.
Equally failed my
It
fucking
failed
big
fortitude
thing.
saving throw, so he's slowed 1. And he takes the damage. Okay.
And he's unfortunately still very alive.
Well, he failed your first one.
Oh, very alive. Oh my
He
god.
crit
Oh my
failed the
god, it
second
gave
one.
me
I
a
don't
warning
know.
that I'm up
It
next.
it adds both versions, and then it's just gonna take the worst,
Well, it
right? What
just
is
said,
the?
It's your
what
turn,
is-
Silas. What would you like to do?
Crit fail of it.
You're muted, by the way.
Duh.
What is
Roll.
your?
Hold on.
What
That's
the hell
not
is
it.
it called? Crit? Is it just brawling crit specialization?
That's also.
Turn. My dog apparently really loves salmon jerky.
You can make jerky out of salmon?
For dogs, I guess.
Neat.
Brawling. The
like
target
it.
must succeed at a fortitude save or be slowed. There is no crit thing, so it doesn't matter. He's just slowed one.
Yeah, typically the critical specializations
That's
don't have a crit
save or
fail
suck.
effect.
All right, Sylas. Yes, you should have had a message that told you, and you should have heard a
Yeah.
unique sound.
But then then other people were talking, so I got scared.
Yeah.
Exploit vulnerability. Fucking hell, there we go.
Success.
That's what I'm talking about on a 4,
Yeah,
baby.
these mercs are weaklings.
You need a nat 1.
Yeah. Finally, creatures that my shitty rolls will work on.
Amen.
Hey, oh my god! And I'm using my thing.
Oh,
So you
Yeah, I'm doing my recall
free
knowledge.
recall.
Yeah. And that's at a +2. Since I critically hit. Oh, I didn't get to press
Dude.
+2.
Halo 1's music is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Just every track is so good. And it's good for, like, background, too.
Alright, let me make sure I do this right. So I take your esoteric lore result against the unspecific DC.
With a +2 since I crit. Which is the broken part.
What? You get a +2 to the...
Yeah, if I-
when you crit your strike, you get a circumstance bonus of 2 to your recall knowledge?
Yup.
So you got that.
There's an instructed
Which...
strike.
Yeah, so you would succeed on your recall knowledge. What category would you like to learn about on the Merc? Which, by the way,
We'll do saves.
okay.
Anyways, you're saying?
These mercenaries, their shields, their garbs, their banners, they would all look
Like,
Like-
bitches.
this.
Hey!
The same insignia that was on the assassins and the devil guy that tried to kill the wheelbarrow guy with who you were at and you saved him when you got your first carnival
Yeah.
card back in Absalom.
So the devils are hiring mercenaries now.
I don't know who wants these cards, but they're not going to get them.
All right, Sylas, anything else?
They just wanted
Oh,
gold.
yeah, I gotta take the damage.
No, they definitely wanted the
I'm
cards.
just trying to cheat.
I mean, the reason they're probably searching the vaults is because there's probably might be cards in them.
Oh.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh my god! And
on
here
a
I was
crit
thinking
hit,
dumping
the
spell
target
slots.
must
Clearly, I don't need to
succeed
do that.
on a fortitude save, which they do not. On a crit. Oh wait, there is nothing. Oh, 1 hour on a crit fail. So deafen for an hour. Crit
Oof.
specializations, weapons pierce. The target is clumsy 1. That's already applied. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use spells early. I think I'm okay. Or like my...
Alright,
Stuff.
yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to waste my spell slots this
I'm just
early.
gonna go punch shit.
Let's see, how far am I away from creatures? Okay, so I'm going to stride. I might move further. Or actually, I think that's the extent I can stride right now. So 40, 45, 35, 25, 25, 20. Still not great. Alright, God, here's a question for you. Where... no, that's not worth doing. Yeah, we'll just do this instead. 20-foot burst.
The answer is yes.
Amen.
Perfect.
You gotta hit me to hit my guy. Oh, never mind. That is god tier good shit. Just hope it's
Divine
not
Wrath.
some synaptic pulse.
I'm gonna save my spell slots.
Wow. It's a level 4 spell slot. It's not that much.
Oh, there's an at 20 in there.
Alright,
There's two nat
so...
20s, I think, Kyle.
I don't even know which one it was.
Endlow and the Blade Mercenary. look
Yeah,
like
there's
an
no
nat
way
20.
the Blade Mercenary succeeded without a natural 20.
Critical success, creatures unaffected. Success, half damage. That didn't happen. Failure takes full, so that's
And is
this
sickened
one.
1.
And
You're telling
this
me the one in front of me
boy
crit
is
succeeded? God damn
sickened
it.
1.
And
And then the
critical
crit
fail is
fail.
sickened 2, and while it is sickened, it is slowed 1.
And still just takes full damage.
Mhm.
Damage.
That was a
is
shitty set of
sickened
D10s.
2.
The fact that I rolled 4 D10s and didn't even get
Slowed.
20 damage is really fucking shit.
I just want to say that was Gurgthil in a nutshell. He would crit and then roll like a 2, 2, 3, 2.
True, true. Also, I
Like
did
the
not
dice
need
speed.
to stride in order to get that angle, but I was trying to do something
Hey
else.
man, I rolled way below median on my first strike on a crit.
Yeah, been there, bro.
Bro. Then
It's
your
still
second one
50
was
damage, which is fucking hell.
Well, this is difficult terrain, so half movement, so I could get to there.
So, dwarf, whose sword I really
Oh, 30.
admire. Why are you doing this? Are you sure you want to go this path? We can be helpful friends if you stand
Watch
down.
out, he's using the heroic voice.
Look, you
He's
had
gonna
a
fuck
chance.
you up.
Pay up and get through with no issues, and you blew it.
Fireball!
So, excuse me.
Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn, Gilbark. Maybe
And
next turn.
I will use a few slots, try to thin them down early, and I'll double Alchemist Fire the big chick.
I do want to say I
Dude,
admire
with your
your
10
beard
foot, that'll
very
hit the
much.
fucking dwarf.
It'll hit literally all of them there.
Yeah, it'll hit the
I
dwarf.
cannot
That'll
grow
be crazy.
facial hair for some reason. My face is too. Well, you can see it for
Sharp.
yourself.
Imagine not being able to
Right.
grow something.
My chiseled features will not allow hair to grow upon them.
It just cuts itself.
You know, I don't
does.
think anatomically that's how that works.
Some days I wake up and there's just beard shavings on the side of the
It's-
pillow.
I shave while I sleep.
I can't control
Your
it if I don't want
beard,
to.
magnificent hair dwarf.
Yeah, between the long beard and the long sword, it's almost like he's compensating for something.
And I'll take the splash.
Oh, fear not, Alhatham. Things are not as they seem. They are better.
And then the second strike, which will be a lot harder to hit.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah, better.
confused. Are you
Oh,
repping
oh,
for him now?
oh.
Oh!
Nice.
Dude, hell yeah.
Which will
Damn.
be another 17 and 9
1,
more
2, and
splash.
3. Wow.
Also, yeah,
That's
that
fine. I'm
that
just trying to
expanded
whittle
splash
them
down.
does hit the dwarf as
Yep.
well. Wow.
Yeah, those are
Dude, that's the
solid.
best part. That is good.
That was super good.
But that is
Now
all
I
my
don't have to
actions for
worry
this
about getting
turn.
hit by those.
I throw it at them, kind of like a nerd would throw a football at your head. I go, fucking nerds!
Nerd.
You need a potion that brings up your dex in some way.
I have
And,
that.
Alright.
and
The
you,
giant-
fair giant.
Oh,
You
wait, no,
just
I don't, I
threw
don't.
2 firebombs on her. She
Uh-oh.
lets out a yelling screech as she picks up the
Fuck
rock
you.
from the barricade and hurls it at your face.
What a wonderful singing voice you must have.
And
He
misses.
Ooh.
smacks it out of the way.
with his
He
stash.
fucking like
He does it
he
again.
fucking
Stash.
spikes it like a
And she does it
volleyball.
again.
Oh my god!
And she sucks.
Can my mustache throw it back at her?
Yeah,
Can I
right.
can I have a free reaction?
Use your hero point to throw it back at her. Oh,
No, that's an actual feat.
That's
Okay, but she's
fair.
caught on fire. She takes more
Bitch.
damage and is still on fire.
Nice. Sir
Come on,
Dwarf,
let's go.
we
Alright,
can
so
amiably
this bitch
resolve
is
this.
sickened one from
And on
Alhatham.
fire.
Yep.
We need not be
Oh, no.
enemies.
Is that one gonna come at me too? I'm ready.
Well, luckily it's difficult terrain because they're
Fine.
small.
I'm ready, Kyle.
I am saddened. I moved in too close.
So, yes, what they're gonna do is spend 2 actions to get up to you, and then spend 1 action to swap their weapon. So, like, they had their bows out, ready to shoot over the barricade. They're going to put the bow away, pull out their sword, and raise their shield, all in 1 action.
Wow. Okay.
Did they just defensive advance? What was that? That looked familiar.
I think it
No,
took a
they
lot
didn't
longer
strike
than a defensive
afterward.
advance.
This is true. This is true. But they did a lot in 2 movements.
There we go.
It would be
Nice
impressive if we didn't have somebody who could do the exact same thing, just better.
Oh, hey, that was different. Get ready. You're up next.
Yep.
Yes,
saw
that's
that.
Monk's combat details.
Ooh, Monks is good.
Okay, so the dwarf, whom you were commenting on his facial hair earlier, he
I
will
love
just
your
chuckle
beard.
at you. You think that's a good beard? Check this out. And he casts a
Stash.
spell.
Are you
Idiots.
trying to grow my facial hair, sir?
I
Just
would
cast a
definitely
spell,
know
the divine
that.
tradition with these traits. I thought you should automatically
Oh, I
know it
forgot to do
now.
my- poison damage.
If it's a
Oh.
spell, obviously it's on the divine list. I know every divine spell, but for the sake of going over recognized spell again, I automatically identify magic if it's based on my proficiency. I don't exactly have a good religion training, so but
Yeah, but wouldn't it have popped up? Didn't
So-
it? 'Cause it?
Do you have quick recognition?
No, but you
Because recognize spell is a reaction, so you would not be able to do it yet.
Yeah, because remember
Yeah,
that
but
one
read
said
that was
the
turn.
start of the second line. If you are trained in the appropriate skill for the spell's tradition and it's common spell or second or lower, you automatically identify it. You can
Right, but that's part of the reaction,
Oh.
right? The trigger,
Well,
the
he has
trigger
his
is
reaction
a
up,
creature
doesn't he?
within the line of sight casts a spell. If you're trained, you could use your reaction to automatically identify it. Otherwise, you'd probably have to do something else to learn it, right? You have
Yeah.
to make
Yeah,
a
but
roll or something.
He has his
So I
reaction.
think you-
Didn't use it.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
Kyle?
he has
Yeah,
started.
I have
He
reaction.
started earlier,
I'll
so you
use
do have
my
a reaction. My bad.
reaction. Yeah, I'll use my
Yeah,
reaction.
you would have to
recognize.
use it though if you wanted to.
Hey, Kyle.
Don't worry, I got you
What?
guys.
This guy's actually stunned 3.
Who?
This
Ooh,
guy,
on a crit
'cause he
you got it.
failed.
Crit failed.
On
Yeah,
critical
true.
specialization effect on Brawl?
Yeah,
No, she has
yep.
stunning fist,
Stunning
not
fist.
critical
Oh, it's the
specialization.
stunning fist, not your brawling crit spec. Okay.
That dude's standing there, and he all of a sudden shits himself. Uh-oh, I'm
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
He
That,
goes,
wow, you really froze up his nerves, completely loosened
okay.
everything up, huh?
He punched him right
I
in the
just wanted
nuts.
to make sure that was up to
A
snuff.
bang.
Yeah, I don't think.
I
you'd
guess that
get
is one
right.
reason to take Stunning
go.
Fist and have critical specialization.
Yeah, you have the
is
crit
you've got a
fail
crit
thing.
fail effect.
Yeah, that's solid. Damn.
Anyway, if you're trained in the appropriate skill for the spell's tradition and it's a common spell of second rank or lower, you automatically identify it. The highest rank you automatically identify increases to 4 if you're expert. What are you now? Are you master?
In religion, I'm only trained.
Loser.
Just spellcasting, right? They don't do it based.
no, like the dude has
They
one job. Have a high
They just do
religion.
trained in spellcasting now after remaster, don't they?
SMH.
Oh
It's
yeah, I guess
proficiency in
it's
spellcasting in general. So,
I'm
what
a
is your
Catholic school
proficiency in
jock.
spellcasting?
My
Are you
proficiency in spellcasting is expert. Yes.
So it raises to 4. So you would automatically recognize a spell in the tradition of a 4th rank, which this is. So you recognize this as enlarge.
Oh yeah, he's going to. Oh yeah, he's big.
Oh, oh lordy, he coming.
Oh lord.
So he goes, "You like that beard? Check this out!" And then he casts the spell, and he
It's
grows.
amazing.
Honestly,
I
His
can
beard
see
is
it.
the size of you.
it would be
So
more
much better
it would be
now.
more impressive if it wasn't like completely just related to the size of you. Like it's still the same beard. You've just grown bigger.
Yeah,
Third
my
dwarf.
mustache gives a double thumbs down on both sides.
You just make it easier for me to strike you. You
Kick
have
him in the
not
balls.
known what you've done
Kick
to
him in the
yourself.
nuts.
And he just chuckles as he like steps back with one foot, and he does this like little kung fu come at me move as he takes a stance with his last action.
Damn, I almost like him. I almost don't want to kill him.
It's my turn. Wow. Okay. Well, I can't do that, and I'm saddened by it. But, skibbity boop, skibbity boop,
Skibbity bop, skibbity bop,
Skibbity bop.
skibbity bop wop.
bibbity. All right. I am sorry, Sir Dwarf with magnificent beard, but you have something that does not belong to you, and I wish to have it back.
If you give us the gold, we won't kill you.
You heard the goblin, but I would not
Probably.
believe him.
But I would not believe him.
Oh,
That's
this is saddened. I am saddened at my miserable role. You have every right to laugh at me. But you know what? Don't laugh at me, because I got it out of the way. And I will smite you.
There it is. Hey, heroism!
Ah.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Wow, you hit a map in his stance.
I did.
Roby stanced up.
And I will,
Yeah.
as my, what? It's already raised, but it's, as my third action, I will re-raise my shield, because I'm assuming it would drop after my turn is over, right? Because I was in defend as
Heroism?
my,
No,
No,
his shield.
as my exploration thing, I was in defensive,
Oh. Yeah,
defending.
you're raising a shield until the start of your turn. So your shield would drop at
Oh,
the
would have
beginning of your
dropped.
turn, just like
Okay.
when you raise a shield normally.
Okay, then I will leave it as is, because I'm still raising it, because I will raise my
Oh,
shield
the
as my
map is
third
still
action.
fucked up. Great. I feel bad for the stream. I didn't realize the map was still fucked.
What's fucked?
It was still down below. I probably just hadn't moved it since the last when we adjusted the settings.
Okay, this dude has his bow out. He's clumsy, or sickened too, and slowed while sickened, but will shoot at Alhatham with his 2 actions.
The only one in my aura
Huh. Okay, well,
is Amalisce.
Gonna miss.
I'm quite used to getting shot at, I'll have you know. I'm quite
Yes,
good at
you
evading.
are. The one
Uh,
fight where you just got peppered with arrows.
Yeah, it just kept happening over and
This
over
is so
and
much
over again.
nicer. It automatically switches the sheet to this mercenary, so I don't have to worry about
Oh, it
which
did?
vision. Yeah, I'll have to show those of you that have DM'd this one,
Oh,
so you can appreciate the
that's
difference.
Solid.
This guy's got 3 attacks. He's not.
So it just
slow.
pops on the screen when it's dead?
It's hard to explain.
Okay.
It's combining
okay.
all of the dude's sheets into one
Yeah.
window with tabs, and the tab automatically switches to the correct enemy. When
Oh,
it's
it
their
brings it
turn.
forward? Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
helpful.
I like that. Is.
Okay,
That
this
is
dude's
nice.
fucked. In
Yeah,
fact,
just
done
advances
3
turn.
means he doesn't get a turn.
Any turn, yep.
And then how long was the critical specialization slow for?
Just
until the end of his
Until
turn, I
the
think.
end of your next. Okay, so he's totally cleared now, but he doesn't have a turn.
Yeah.
Get
All
fucked.
right.
Guess you get
And he's
paralyzed
bleeding.
one turn.
So where's my blood? There's my blood.
The blood.
The blood. Oh, we missed my one. Yes.
Fails, and I'm clearing chat because we're already getting hicked up. Okay, this dude. Oh my god, he's the deafened for an hour. He's the clumsy.
He's going
You
home.
can't hear shit.
He's gonna
I don't
do
know what's
the.
happening, man.
He had his bow out, so he
He's
will
leaving.
interact to
I would.
swap to his
I would
shield,
too.
Interact, you say.
and
I would
he
leave right
doesn't
now.
get the shield raised before your reaction would trigger. I'd say so.
I would go
You
home.
trigger as
Be
he's
like,
starting
"Fuck you
their
guys."
interact.
Oh,
Okay, so
his
you gotta
life
hit him
is gonna
before
get
his shield
worse in
raised.
just a second here.
Right?
Okay, so you hit
Nice.
him,
And
Wow.
he's dead.
and he's dead
Oh
before
my god.
he puts his bow down, pulls his shield like he's gonna lift it, and you just like stab him with the trident, and he just drops before his shield comes up.
Oh, I'm so happy.
You should have gone home.
Amalisce.
Emily,
Beat his
how's
ass,
your
dude.
turn? What would you
You
like
notice
to do?
that in chat? It also tells you when the rounds change now.
You know
Yep.
what? Fuck that guy.
I did
Attack
notice
the big
that.
dude.
You're biased.
I know. Sir Dwarf, I really do like your beard. Can you tell me how you
Okay.
enable it to grow so well? I would like to try someday.
And do your next
When I get
hit.
older.
4.
That misses. Okay, so then we do. He took some damage.
I'm not done.
Yep. Stunning Fist still takes into account because it's just if any like a flurry of blows does damage.
Aha!
They still have to roll it.
Oh, oh, it's not a crit.
Wait, what? She has a.
Put Stunning Fist's description back up, Aaliyah.
She hasn't been doing that this whole campaign.
She hasn't been, no. I'm pretty sure
Any
it's...
damage?
When you target the same creature with 2 strikes from your flurry blows, you can try to stun the creature. If either strike
If
hits and deals
either.
damage.
The target. Oh, wow. It's
Must
either strike.
succeed at a
Yes.
fortitude save.
32.
So let
Oh.
me roll that.
I did not know that.
It crit fails. He's
He
stunned 3.
stunned me again.
Because one of
that's-
your 2 flurry hits him in the fucking throat, and he just like,
So that
Clinches
second
back,
strike would have
and
been
then
a
you
30.
hit him again for 14 more damage.
Would
Yeah,
that-
there's
would that
really
have been
no
a
reason
38?
to take the
Would a
critical
38,
specialization
yeah.
feat when you
Would
have
it
Stunning
crit?
Fist.
Why would it be a crit?
Yeah, why would it be a crit? Why would it
It's
be 38?
he's just stunned 3, so he doesn't get a turn next turn, but it doesn't
Yeah.
change his AC. It doesn't
Oh,
change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking prone.
And it's
I'm
for
thinking
my
so.
last.
No, it's way worse than prone.
Yeah.
She's just like, you think you have 3 actions? Nope.
Nope, go fuck
Nope.
yourself.
She's
Recall
now taken
knowledge,
6
Johnny.
actions
It's
out of this
paralyzed
combat.
without the
Oh,
off
you hit him
guard.
again. Holy shit. This
Jesus,
dude
at
is-
map 10 or 8, I guess, for you.
Jeez Louise. That's a
And,
solid catch there,
Is he dead yet? No.
Alhatham.
You're just like
hate
beating the shit out of him, just punching bagging him in the face, and he keeps getting stunned. Locked,
Silas,
like,
I wouldn't recommend getting any closer than you already are.
You should ask him,
Okay.
Emily, do you have a family? Do you want to go home to them? You know what? You might want to leave.
I cast suggestion.
Right?
You should
okay,
kill yourself
low-key,
now.
one of my, well,
You
they
should
can't commit harm to themselves.
In
but I would tell this guy to run.
Minecraft. The fucking Motir God meme. That
Run
fucking
off the
love
edge
that
of
yeah.
this.
meme.
oh, what
That was
the
a
fuck?
net. I didn't even
Wow,
look at the dice.
so many nat 20s tonight from people.
And I
Oh,
don't
Please,
like
we are
Wiki.
fucked tomorrow.
Stop it.
Yep, we
Oh,
totally are.
speaking of which, cult meeting.
Oh, Kyle, can I get
Oh, no
the
game
fortitude
tomorrow?
save there?
Help me. Oh.
Unless we play early. We can play early.
I guess that's true.
I cannot.
Oh, you got work.
Bummer.
Little
Bitch.
bastard.
Well, yes, but
Yes.
It's all good.
Understandable.
Ooh, that's a bad roll.
Or we can play Sunday if you guys want.
True. I'll be up
You're
all day
welcome,
Sunday.
Kyle. I have shown mercy through my bad rolls.
All right, this
Showed him
is...
that.
I want to do this just because I've been wanting to finally cast this spell for a while. So
Well, do it, nerd.
that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just
Waiting
need
on
to
it.
remember which square I place it in to
Gosh,
not hit
dang
my
it.
allies. I think it is this one. Just as a mention, it's not going to... I'm placing the aura I'm going to have to manually target because of the way the map is set up. I'm placing it in the air so it would catch people. Because the way the map is set up is technically they're not in the AoE
Jesus
because technically
Christ.
target. So I will manually target
Holy
everybody.
shnikes.
This is
By the
okay.
way,
so you're
Dwarf.
placing it over there, but raised 10 feet so that it would reach these squares,
Correct.
but it wouldn't reach.
I'm
Sylas.
assuming all of them are living creatures.
I think so.
By the
The
way,
only
Sir
I'd be worried
Dwarf,
about is the giant.
might I also say your
As
dentist
literally the
is
sky
very good.
in that area goes dark as it just this rain of darkness
Fail, fail,
descends They all take full
Bruh.
damage.
Wow.
That's
Jesus.
clutch.
That's crazy.
Let's see, that's an effective, what, 280 damage somewhere around?
It was exactly 312
156.
damage.
156 times 2. Yeah, 312.
He
yeah.
just did 312 damage.
That's
in
the
two
spell.
actions.
That's the spell that permanently blinds on a crit fail, by the way.
That's
He just did like
sick.
almost twice his own HP in 2 actions.
Wow. Gilbark, finish them!
Wow, that feels really good. Okay.
Wow.
I should do that more often.
was
Then
This
with
is
my
Alhatham's
last action,
villain
I will cast
origin
shield.
story.
Sir Dwarf,
I
are you
understand
sure
the allure
you
of
wish to talk
magical
about
power now.
the wonderful dentistry you have? Do you have a good plan?
No,
You can't even tell you have caps on your teeth.
that's Cap.
I'm
He's
actually
got
going to
bottle
turn this
caps
crap
on
up a
his
little
teeth.
bit for my...
I don't want to splash my
Don't
allies,
say
so
what
what
I
I'm
did
gonna
wrong.
do, since I'm big,
Garsh.
Hit him with your mustache.
Gorsh.
uh,
Gorsh.
Oh my god. The fucking... Oh, the fucking dwarf only failed because he clumsied himself with the enlarge.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tap
damn.
on this
Also,
nerd's
the map
shoulder,
is
and I'm
still...
gonna punch him.
the map is still moving down here. I
Get
don't
him,
know, it's
Gilbark.
still catching a token
Where?
or whatever. This is the edge of the map for the stream.
Oof! Oh, that's
So
right. You have an
somewhere
option.
in
You
this
that's
line.
funny, dead motherfucker. Oh my god.
It's not rolling the right
Uh,
damage for this.
Unreal.
How-
Okay,
would it
Dylan,
be-
I think you should
That's-
put oof
that's behind
duh
walls,
on your
though.
nat 20.
Yeah, it does that occasionally. Like, if there's like a...
Hit him with that
like-
Minnesota talk.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
Every
There you
once
go.
in a while, like if there's a neutral NPC out of sight, it'll still try to track them for some reason. Can you just set the stream view to only target the party?
3d10.
Wow.
Well, I've just hid like every
gotta open
fucking
that door
token in
behind
the
this man.
world.
Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, now it's moving back. So whatever token you just hid.
I just
fixed
had
it.
to I just had to select like every token in every room in the whole map and make them not. I always like to show them just so as soon as you open the door you can see them, but fuck it. All right, mustache man, what did you do here? You
I
crit
punched
with a
this
melee?
dude. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what this thing is, but it's not rolling the right damage. It's supposed to be 3d10, but it's trying to roll a d4.
Probably
Because you
that's the
punched him with an
default.
unarmed attack.
That's what this elixir does.
So then you must not have.
It
Wait.
should have given you maybe an attack.
Oh, the
or,
mutagen you're saying that you have
Yeah.
active. You gain a 3-item
it's
bonus
'cause
to
I-
athletics
I'm
checks and
stupid.
unarmed.
I clicked the wrong one. I have to click the mutagen one specifically.
Do you
I'll just-
have your D20 set to? You can just cheat and put it back down as a 20 when you re-roll it with the mutagen.
Yeah, or I could just roll the critical damage instead.
Yeah.
I could literally just do it like
True.
that. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then, boom!
There it is.
Oh my
50 damage!
god!
Holy shit!
Just mustache mushroom stamped him and just fucked him up.
Wow.
Amalisce is
Mushroom
holding this
spam!
dude by his
Mustache
chainmail
stamp.
and punching him in the face. All of a sudden, just sees a
Oh, yeah, that
small
too.
man come up, hit him in the balls, and just
Fucking nerd!
It's fine. I have, this one will be at map. Oh, it's still.
Alright, so mustache
Nat
OP.
20.
hits him in the nuts. One
Well,
more
I hope
time.
we weren't. I
I
hope
think
we weren't
Dylan
planning on having
hacked his
any good
stats.
rolls on Sundays, guys.
I just want you guys to know. It is round 2. That guy never had a turn.
Gilbart walks up and
He
slaps
was,
him in the
he
bottom of
was
the nuts.
permanently stun locked the
He
whole
fucking
fucking
stun locked
encounter.
Grabs
him
him
until he
and
died.
yanks his nuts down.
Yeah,
He kills
pretty
him.
much. It took
Holy
me 13 levels, but I finally figured out how to play a monk with stunning fists, boys.
I literally bring this dude to the ground and I do the DORE thing where I go at like a 170-degree angle to the ground.
Instant
Wow.
mustache that uppercuts him through the jaw.
Right?
Or
The
you just
mustache pierces through his heart.
you do the fucking Doom thing where you just take your fist and push it straight through his head and it comes
It's
out on the
Dio,
other
the
side.
mustache.
Wow.
And that's what we do to
Alright.
nerds.
Oh
And then
my
he looks
God.
at Alhatham.
Bear Giant.
Rock.
Things are not
Oh,
going
ow.
well for you.
I am so glad
who's
that I
that
am
dude?
one of this
Hold on.
class.
Oh, he's outside my
I'm
arm.
outside.
Alhatham. Mr.
Sylas.
Moonbeam bullshit.
Eclipse.
312 damage.
Amalisce.
That's not even a renamed spell, by the way. That's just what that spell is called. Is
That
Eclipse.
is
And
the
again-
funniest turn I've ever had. That was
The
so
enemy,
fucking
yeah, this
awesome.
isn't his target. He can't amulet.
Oh, okay.
Plus, he's not within 15 feet.
So
They both
she
have to
picks
be
up a
15
boulder and
feet.
hurls at your head. Picks up a boulder and hurls it at your head.
Ouch. That was
Nerd.
rude.
I am
Fair
the.
giant
At least I'm
lady.
trying to put you down quickly.
Don't you want to go home to your he-giant? You might want to leave.
There is no
Oh.
giant.
Oh, that's a sad thing for you. We can talk.
Maybe it's a he
Oh my
dwarf.
god.
Look at the size of his fucking turn circle.
I know,
It's
it's
so
insane.
What the hell? That's
Rishalou,
so broken.
I can give you the
V13,
mountain
they added an
man.
actual turn marker. That's hopefully better. Alright, it's Giant's turn.
I do
Giant
admire.
D's.
Alright. He sees his little minion dudes dropping. He sees his giant chick getting bloodied up. He was laughing earlier, now he's frowning. He takes his two-handed sword, he
We can
raises
talk.
it above his hand, and he slashes through the air in a big 30-foot cone in front of him.
Huh?
You
Shit,
do
that
not
hits me.
Everyone
want to do
in this
sir.
cone.
I should have prepped scintillating safeguard.
Is it a
Fucking nerd.
manipulate? It is manipulate. I will.
Yeah,
It's
fucking
also
cancel
divine
that spell. Crit hit him, you motherfucker.
It's also
I-
divine tradition.
I will swing upon
Oh.
It's
him.
not gonna be automatic. And you'd have to use your reaction.
Yep, I
Eh.
am.
I'll wait.
Oh, darn the luck.
Use your
You know what?
recognize spell, nerd.
Fine, I will attempt to recognize spell.
So you use your reaction. What do you have to roll?
I believe
This is
I'm
not
rolling
automatic.
religion. I think it's level
I think you
DC.
can
GM
target and
rolls a
recognize
secret,
spell.
arcana, nature, occultism, or religion check, whichever corresponds to the tradition of the spell being cast. If you're not trained in the skill, you can't. Okay, so I roll a secret check for you?
Yep.
I bet you can
I
just
guess.
do it. Just hold control when you roll it, and it'll be secret. Roll a, what was the tradition?
Divine.
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 So a religion. Do a
Religion.
secret religion check.
I'll just do a blind GM roll. There you go.
But what's the DC?
I would assume it's level based DC, so like level 5 would be
Okay.
level 5 spell would be level 11.
A level based DC. I'll just use him.
His level.
You do not succeed.
Well, I don't know what that is.
So you fail to recognize the spell.
I hit us
Um,
good, brother.
So I'm gonna reveal it to you, but you guys don't know what this is. But just so you can make your rolls.
Yeah,
I
I
have
knew
been
it was
trying-
Weapon Storm.
To be kind to you.
He fucking hits everyone with this cone, just perfectly happening to be.
I don't know if that's good or. Oh, it's okay.
I'm not good at reflex.
I must say, I'm going to start
Ooh, that's a
calling
really
you-
bad roll.
Oh,
I'll re-roll
damn
that if it's a crit fail. It's not, luckily.
It's only fair.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then I
that's
have to
true. I
kinda-
did deal
Don't take
300 points of damage. I'll just take it.
So
Yeah,
we'll-
it's a weird deal. How many is this now? So, I think it's 70.
It's 7 and the...
12
Yep, because it's probably a greatsword.
slashing. Does that work? Yes.
Enjoy
Oh, low
your
rolls,
attack.
thank fuck.
Just
Attack
use
dwarf.
your. So it looks like fail, success, fail. So take your appropriate half or full based on that.
Success
then-
life.
Yeah,
Back
failure
dwarf.
takes full damage, success takes half. No one crit failed.
I spit out my blood. I'm gonna dunk your head in a toilet, nerd.
I'm
And
gonna
then
help.
then he slams his sword, just attack. So what he did is he raised it and did like this big slashing. He cast a spell technically when he did it, and you saw in this big 30-foot cone a flurry of magical duplicates of his big ass great sword spin in the air in this 30-foot cone and just slash through all of you. But he was casting a spell. He was not making an attack. It was a save. So he's not at map. He then targets Rishalou and just slashes down on you directly with his great sword.
And he fat dwarf.
Fuck me. Okay.
You fat dwarf.
That's
I
right.
no longer like your beard nor your
dwarf says.
Bully him. Make him regret his life choices.
I was trying to be kind to you, fat dwarf. For now,
He's really rubbing in the fat dwarf part.
I think he's just big boned in this case specifically.
He's
a fat fuck.
dwarf with bad teeth and a crummy beard.
Whew.
Fat dwarf.
And a
Fat
crummy
fuck.
beard.
He kind of looks like a monkey.
I lied.
kinda does.
I did not like your beard, dwarf.
What? What's he
gonna
gotta
knock
say,
it off
Gilbark?
your
What's he
face.
gotta say? He looks like a monkey.
No, he looks like an ape.
You can't say that.
Same fucking difference.
What the
Alright.
fuck,
You
guys?
can't say that.
He
Ape and a
does.
monkey. Same thing.
No, you know what he reminds me
am-
more of? Has anybody
Good,
seen
good,
like the
good.
Bigfoot AI shorts
Oh my God,
that
yeah,
people
that
have been
shit's
doing?
so fucking funny.
Yeah, I fucking love
It
that
shouldn't
shit.
be.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
He is bloody. He is close to mortal and dead. Fat dwarf, you hold my money, and I want it back.
We're bullying him for his lunch money.
And I will pull it off your dead body to get it back.
Jesus, this lag. Okay. Amalisce is the clear shot.
Oh, yeah, I'll post that later.
Eat my ass.
Oh my god, this guy has
Eat my
like
ass
0
times
chance of
3.
actually hitting Gilbark.
Go home.
He also has 0 chance of.
Oh my god, he
Oh,
has to
dude.
roll a natural 20 to hit you on attack 1. Oh
Amalisce,
my god.
attack the fat dwarf and show him his error in swinging at us.
10, 20.
60, 80, 90, 40.
I'll go
Great.
20.
I can't count that high.
69?
Good
Well,
luck.
I was gonna go here, but then that could put me in flanking position with this guy, and I didn't want to do that.
That is perfectly fair.
that is fair. Attack
Coward.
the fat
Ooh,
dwarf.
I don't think that's gonna work. Alright. Well. Come on, baby! Just need 1. That's not gonna hit either. God damn it. Fuck me.
Oof.
Okay.
Good
Kyle,
try,
good luck.
Amalisce.
Well, with my last action.
Try demoralizing the fat dwarf.
You guys are being so mean.
These are
Well, he's an enemy.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to be a dick about it.
Yes, you
He's
do.
gonna be dead soon. What does it matter? We're killing him. That's much more
Yeah.
rude.
I am going to take his sword and melt it down into an amulet. And put
After I shove it up his ass.
dwarf on
What?
it.
It'll be
My
under
God.
your.
Guys, jeez, man. So much hostility here.
There is no redemption for you.
What's it under?
Intimidation.
Demoralized is under charisma.
Intimidation.
So
Oh,
second
demoralize,
row
there
at the
it
very
is.
bottom. Yeah.
I'm like, where the fuck?
I was kind of trying to figure out how to say it. I'm like, well, intimidation. If she hasn't found
Guys, we
that,
might
I
have
don't
more
know.
enemies incoming.
Damn.
dopeness.
Apparently, this guy's got a lot of. Got a big
Friends.
ego.
Alright, so,
No, I said it was my turn.
you guys would see from the barricade up there, which I had them hidden because of the stream view. But you guys have seen these guys up by this barricade this whole time.
Oh, the harpies.
The harpy. Yeah.
They have decided to
Forgot they were.
fly in now that they've heard the ruckus for a while.
I'm not surprised.
And they're not attacking. They're all flying. So like this platform is, God, that's like really high up from you still. But they're not on the ground. They're like flying up out of the way. They're just
They
watching.
just want to watch. They just
More
want a better
nerds.
view of the show.
Ladies,
3
we'll
o'clock.
talk later.
Those
Fear
are
not.
harpies, Rishalou.
Yeah, well, whatever.
What was
I-
your big ass spell that you did? The AOE, right? in the
Eclipse
three-
burst.
Does it make an auditory? Is it
Uh,
Just
Every
darkness?
a
strike I make is
freezing
auditory.
globe of darkness explodes
So
in the
just visual.
area. Yeah, the
Oh,
way I
My
described.
strikes are
Yeah,
auditory.
the way
Kyle.
I described it was like the sky goes dark and then just darkness descends on the whole zone.
what was auditory, Reno?
My strikes.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they hear that. They're coming down after a while when they hear all
They're
this
like,
going
what
on.
the fuck
That
is
is-
happening down there?
I'm basically a gunslinger, but not as overpowered.
Ah. He's
Close.
slinging
Not quite.
gun.
Alright, exploit vulnerability on the Gigante. That's right, it sounded like a race there.
The Gigante female.
Pretty sure that's like a Final
Nice.
Fantasy monster.
Probably. And then I'm gonna throw.
Show her air and way. Beat her down like the dog she is.
That is lagging.
Oh, not
Yeah,
lagging
it
for
is.
me.
There's a lot of things to this map. You did an exploit vulnerability, crit success, and you attacked, you did damage. So what is your you now learned? It's shit. Oh, well, it's dead anyway.
Well, I gotta roll my thing, but I won't bother since, I mean, it's just another giant.
She
Well, but
chose.
it was just
poorly.
when you crit succeed on that, don't you just automatically learn its weakness, resistance, and
Yeah.
immunity, and then you could have shared it.
But
over
it
the
didn't
next
have
3
any
rounds.
weakness. Edge.
Yeah.
I can't exploit vulnerability on that guy. Holy shit.
You can't.
No, because I can only do it once per round. I'm actually nerfed compared to other classes.
Mm.
It's pretty ghetto, you know?
You're balanced.
Literally Belanque.
Belonque.
Hold
on,
on,
I'm
I'm trying to measure. Give me a second.
They give me round per round compared to everybody else.
35. Would that work?
He's good time.
I want to hit the big guy too. Is the problem?
So I just kind of moving into a spot where it won't get hit by the cone. If he cones again. But also within engagement range.
He really is a conehead.
Conehead.
Wait, what does that mean? I don't know if that means something bad. Hold on.
Means he's a dick, Gilbark.
You know what? Good enough. This'll do.
Okay, no, it was a movie. I was right. Okay. Whew.
I need to.
What were you thinking of? Did you think?
I don't
well,
know, but I don't know.
The
That's
the
why.
closest offensive
Everything
thing I
is
could think
something
it meant
bad
was
now.
KKK.
Huh?
That is the closest to offensive I could
Guys,
think of.
please.
No, I was serious.
Wait, you can't talk about historical
Okay,
groups?
no, that's probably fair. I just, you
I was
know,
about to say, we're not like saying, I support them.
I
not
guess that's a
saying
fair
that,
point. I guess
You know,
it's a fair
we don't
point.
wear
Come on
hoods
now.
fighting into battle, you know. I mean, geez.
Well, I mean, you're
There's
about
really
to
no good AoE.
I only wear a
drop
helmet.
here.
Thank you.
Might be a pointed helmet, but it's
It is
still
not
gonna
a
be-
pointed
things that are
white
coming to
helmet.
fuck
Thank
you
you
from
very
behind.
much.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
This is as good of a thing, good as a spot as any, I guess. Yeah. There it is. Okay, that's as good a spot as any. Everybody's out of it. But it still works. Alright, we're going to place a 60-foot, or a 35-foot burst. Ignore the fact that it's targeting people, because this works differently. I'm going to spend 3 actions and cast Blessed Boundary. When this blessed wall of a blessed shell of pure light erupts from the earth, anybody who intersects with the edge of the shell will have to make a reflex save.
What's the edge?
It would be these squares.
5-foot squares?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 5-foot increments.
This guy.
This guy,
The
this guy,
Oh.
That's it.
and
that
anyone
harpy.
that tries to get into the area will have to make the save as well. So it's
Oh,
for
it's 2 inches deep on the outer edge.
Yep. So it's just these 2 at the moment. I'll roll damage
Target them, yep.
and then
Okay.
roll reflex saves. Both fail. Both will
Cool.
take full.
Fail.
It's
Nice.
pushed up to 10 feet.
Ooh, in a direction of my choice. Okay, that guy's gonna go over here.
Push him off the edge.
I'm not. I don't think I can voluntarily push him off the edge because there's a railing
not?
there. I mean, if you let me, I will.
Why not? It's 10 feet. 10 feet would be off the edge.
All right. So what are you doing here? So you're pushing.
Gonna push. I mean, I wanted to push him there, but if you let me push him 10 feet off the ledge, I'll do that too.
Okay, it's involuntary movement, so I think he gets a.
Yeah, he gets to grab a ledge.
Or grab a ledge.
He gets that no matter what, but yeah.
He's gonna go home. He's just gonna fall, and I'm leaving.
That's fair.
Well, it's only a 10-foot drop, so he would take
5.
But yeah, he'll try to reaction, grab a ledge. Where the hell is that under?
Athletics?
Do we not have an actual...
Athletics.
Grapple, climb...
Disarm.
Guess not.
So what would grab a ledge be? Let's look.
It's a reaction. I think it's a reflex save.
Trigger, you fall past the ledge, whatever. When you fall, you make an acrobatics or reflex save at the climb DC.
So whatever the climb DC of this wall is.
Of 10 feet.
And he has either a reflex save or an acrobatics. He'll make the acrobatics check of 21, and the DC I think was higher than that to climb these walls.
Yeah, that sounds kind of low.
He'll fall. He'll be at 10 feet down there, and he will take 5 damage.
And then I'm assuming I can't push this guy over the barricade. The big guy. Fine. He just gets slammed into the wall and stays put then. I don't want to move him from where he's at.
Okay.
Because at the end of the turn, if you're still intersecting within the shell, you take the save and the damage again.
Nice.
I would have left that there, because if anything tries to this lasts for a minute.
Yeah, sorry, that keeps that's okay.
Well, while you do that,
it's a 30-foot,
do your thing, Gilbark.
35-foot.
I always just try to clear shit for
no,
frame
that
rate.
makes sense. I think
that does need to stay for a minute.
35 feet. It must have been one more up.
Remember what the fat dwarf did to us last turn.
It was here. No, here? One more down.
You take the max and you'll take the max instead, Alhatham, which is
wow.
Because I crafted it using quick alchemy.
So you've turned the fucking sun out, and then you've created a massive glowing sphere of energy.
What would the max be?
I'm mathing it.
So 76, so it would be 30...
60.
Yeah. 60.
Damn.
60, and because I haven't been reading this, because I'm a moron, my class speed at level 5, you also gain 5 temporary hit points for 1 minute.
Crazy.
Alright, so it'd be plus 14, so I get a total of 60, and then 5 temp HP. Nice.
Yep.
That works.
That is all my action economy.
I feel that.
Trading. No, I mean, it's fine. I'm the healer, right? So.
Okay. Yeah, so after a couple of these ridiculously flashy spells have gone off in this short period of time, you guys see out of the nape of this statue down here some more harpies.
Oh, this is about to get a lot more interesting. Are they all entering my zone?
No, they'd fly around to watch with the others. They fly out of the nape of the of this statue, and they fly over and be like, "What the hell is going on out here?" And they see this big epic battle taking place, and so they join their sisters way up here. They fly up and over and around.
Maybe their allegiance is based on strength, and if we defeat the fat dwarf, they will
And then
not.
this person, it's their turn. They're just watching patiently. Jeez.
Alhatham will like
This
turn
one's
back
watching.
and wave, like, "Hey guys, so we have
Hi,
spectators
ladies.
now. Do you
Just
like
smile
my
and wave,
display?"
boys. Just smile
Fat
and wave.
dwarf, you have one chance to surrender to us. We simply just want our money back and for you to leave.
You're not getting through here
Emphasis on leave.
for free.
Fat dwarf, yes we are.
Also, that's not true. We also want to know who your boss is, bitch.
My boss isn't gonna let me let you through for free, bitch.
And we're not gonna let you live then, bitch.
What if we pay you a simple stipend of 10 gold per?
And
Then he won't leave.
Does his thingy-mabop. This is another manipulate.
Fat dwarf.
Kick his ass.
Another manipulate,
Nice.
do it, smack him in the ass.
Huh?
This is the time for a nat 20.
Oh, you
I
can do
believe.
it, Emily.
No, he's not.
Moving.
not
He's
moving.
move action or leaving a square.
Monk
Oh,
is
Wait, is he
Move.
the target?
Oh,
No, he's not. I used that last turn.
Holy shit,
Holy
that
shit.
interrupts the action.
Time for a
You
nat 20, I
interrupted it.
said it!
Fat dwarf, you were warned.
Break his knees.
Grab his dick and twist it.
He's not prone, but he can no longer do his action.
And he's
He's
frightened
also
one.
frightened one.
And he is frightened one.
It didn't automatically apply that. You're gonna need to do that.
I told you,
Alright,
fat
When you
dwarf.
critically success the weapon, they become frightened 1. Critical specialization, they are knocked prone unless they succeed on the
Which he
fort.
did.
Oh, he crit succeed. Oh, I crit succeeded again.
He double
Um,
crit succeeded.
We know who's not getting the pretty
And then
point either.
the frickin' okay, so this dude's art in chat.
I mean,
his
that could be
sword
a
is so
13.
tall that I can't click the damage
That's fair.
button. So I have to delete
Oh, yeah, I
that
see
chat
that.
card. Then I can click the damage button. Oh man.
I have told you, fat dwarf. I can be a friend.
Or a foe.
And then with his, so he wasted his 2 actions. With his 3rd action,
You don't
he
want to be.
slams down with his sword on top of you.
I simply sigh. Fat dwarf, you were given a chance.
He's being
You will
unnecessarily
now
rude right now, isn't he?
die.
Shut up. He's making fun of the fat fuck. He's doing good.
And he just lets
Wow,
out a
jeez.
howling
Let
scream
the
of
gimbaros do our jobs.
I have failed you, Aerodeath, and he slams it down on your head.
Oh, he started his turn in that spot, doesn't he? Have to
If
roll
he
the-
ends
it's
his
at
turn.
the end of his turn.
Oh, if he ends his
and if he hadn't already taken damage from it,
this
this
turn.
And he missed.
Yes.
so
Ah.
he probably will take the damage now.
Can you spell that for me?
Yep,
What?
so he'll take...
Arrow-
The
Aerodeath?
name Aerodeath.
Okay, so he'll
Um,
take the 4.
It's like arrow is an arrow.
ARODETH.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't have him targeted.
He takes the 4 fire and
Roll a reflex
he's
save.
still on fire, and then you did the damage. God damn, I have to... Dude, this dude and his stupid ass sword. I can't click the damage button. There we go.
Hold on, he needs to roll the reflex save. He
I don't
doesn't
think
just
it
take
matters.
Right.
He could crit
Oh.
succeed.
I thought
As
he
he's
just
falling,
takes it after the first. Okay.
as he's
So-
falling to the ground, I follow him down. I told you,
It's
fat
not quite
dwarf.
yet. He's not
You
dead
want
yet.
our
Let
money
him...
Where's your save?
I forgot to target him. If you roll,
Oh.
if you go back up to the original card, I can also just post it again.
I tried to be nice to you.
Here, there's the
did
spell
not
again.
work.
You can just hit the reflex save button.
Ah, he doesn't take the damage.
Fuck!
The shield tries to burn him, but he just stands there. He's just saddened by his failure as he's trying to slash down on Rishalou and totally whiffs it. And he just stands there as the shield is burning his shoulders, and he's just standing there, but he's not affected. And then, yep, this harpy is just watching.
Sad for you,
I wonder what
fat
these
dwarf.
harpies are gonna do.
Probably
I've given
attack
you
us the
many an
moment that this
opportunity
fight
to
is
redeem
over.
yourself.
Honestly,
chose
it'd be
not
smart for
to.
them to wait until he dies.
I mean,
But
my
I
hope is that they'll wait until my
will bring
barrier is
redemption
down
to
if they're
you.
gonna attack, because that'll give us a couple turns to
sleep.
heal.
Good night, fat dwarf.
Yeah, so you hit him one more time, so there's like a million fucking things right now. Okay. And you do fell the fat dwarf. Okay, that's all adjusted. Let me change this.
And then my last action will be to lay on hands myself. Which brings me to full. I am sad for you, fat dwarf. We could have been friends with a sword that big.
I really like investigating big swords, don't you?
2 different responses, same conclusion.
Yep.
Why does it take 5 seconds for me to move turns? Oh man.
You have not noticed my cod piece, have you?
Oh my god, it's so laggy.
Don't worry, the more and more we kill, the
Jesus.
less laggy it gets.
What is the bottleneck here?
Probably just the sheer amount of shit going on the other. Oh, he vanished.
There's a video I just watched the other day that shows you how to mitigate
Jesus.
maybe some of the lag. So I will post that. I didn't. I forgot to, but I'll post it.
Well, it's some fucking module, because when you run Foundry without all the modules, it runs like butter. Oh,
That is true.
where did
Who died? Goodbye forever.
Okay.
No,
So,
Dylan.
I deleted that guy on accident.
We needed
Okay,
a healer, I
guy-
swear.
He's the one downstairs.
He hasn't seen his boss die yet.
Right.
That's gonna be the surprise when he gets back up.
He's just gonna be like, oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
I made a mistake. Why did I come here?
Mistakes were made. Honey, I'm coming home.
Should have just let them go past. Fuck.
Yeah, no, he saw the big-ass energy ball. He felt the hit. He got pushed off the edge. He's running.
Smart man.
I'm
Amalisce.
about to try to intimidate these harpies to go away.
That is the correct reaction to seeing my power.
Yeah, well,
That
that
dude's so
dude,
far away. I could
Well,
make it if it wasn't difficult terrain.
you know,
but-
intimidate that fucking guy. Maybe he'll run by himself.
30-foot
keep
range,
forgetting
by
I
the
don't
way.
have to deal with difficult.
Is there a range for intimidation?
Oh yeah,
30
30
foot.
I'm
feet.
removing the dead
feet.
dudes from combat. Maybe that'll help it a little bit.
That's fair. Do they have any loot? Oh, they do. You
Yeah, they have some stuff.
Just put it in Gilbark's bag.
I'm
You might wanna hide their
assuming,
bodies,
GM,
too.
for the sake of assuming, it's counting all of the stairs as difficult terrain, but I'm assuming left and right doesn't count, because we're just moving on a flat plane.
I would agree with that. Oh, you frightened him. Nice.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, the up to down.
Okay.
I don't really know how the hell to.
There wouldn't be a way to do that. We just have to
Just be
know.
like me and ignore it.
Yeah, you just have to. Oh well, when you drag, it tells you what the normal slash
Yeah,
what the.
Exactly.
Yeah, so just take
we'll
what the
just
normal
ignore
would
the
be when
difficult
you go that
terrain if we're
direction.
moving.
But if you go diagonal down a
vertically.
step, then I'm gonna say it just imposes the difficult terrain for
I
the.
don't
Makes
really
sense,
know
yeah.
what else
You're gonna
to
be
do
clamming
for my
down and-
next two
All knowledge on the harpy.
Oh yeah. I gotta be. You just have to be able to see it, not within a certain range. Okay.
And that sphere lasts for a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm hoping they don't attack us for long enough so we can heal for the people.
I hope
that
they
are
don't
injured.
attack us at all. I hope they're just watching to see who's going to be
I
victorious.
don't. I mean, one of them is a named character.
Hey, Kyle,
so...
did you get my DM?
True. But that doesn't mean that
No.
sometimes
there's
alliances
Yeah,
are
just
only
like
held
AFK in
together
there.
by
yeah.
certain things, and if we show
like
strength,
a-
maybe they'll want
God,
to
did
talk
I
to
learn
us.
anything?
Floor tile thing.
You did not.
Did I crit fail or just regular fail?
If you crit failed, I would have told you you succeeded, and I would have lied to you.
Apparently,
Can
Dylan's
I roll
power went
recall
out.
knowledge twice on the same turn?
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. He just sent a
Wow.
message in the Discord.
Is it raining in
I don't think
Depew?
it was. It was beautiful earlier.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous day. It just got a little windy, but
Alright, well, no one's answering my question, so
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
hear
roll
you
question.
after. Did you successfully recall knowledge?
I said, can I recall knowledge twice in the same turn?
Yes.
Yes, you can recall knowledge as many times as you want. Every time the DC goes up. You did not succeed, and I don't want to lie. You crit failed, and I'm too lazy to lie.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Tis fair.
There's too many things. This combat's gotten out of hand.
What do you mean? It's been fun as fuck.
Yeah, this is
I
like
know.
the first ads fight we've had, and Alhatham got to be really cool for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, it says in the book, if it lasts more than 3 rounds, those harpies come down.
There's
and then
no
it
way
says
this
in the
fight
book, if the
wouldn't
fight's
last 3
extra
rounds.
flashy, then the dudes from inside the statue might come out. And so I'm like,
Oh,
all right. But then I had obviously expected you to take them both on as separate encounters, so I had them all scaled up. So I had to unscale them up, otherwise it would be like a extreme encounter. So
That's the way to do
now I
it.
think they're all back down to book level, so it's still going to be hard, but...
So here's the question, guys: do I try to kill the dude to the northwest, or do I just go intimidate the people to the east? Well, you know what? My prerogative in most cases is protect you guys at the back.
The best thing
that's-
is,
Remember, it's
terrain,
difficult
though.
terrain to go up the stairs.
I don't react to difficult terrain. I am God.
nice.
Whoa,
damn, never
kitty
mind.
cat.
Whoa,
cat.
whoa, whoa.
I've had that since level
What's
5.
new, kitty cat? 2 actions, though.
you know, the
well,
best
my plan
part
was to get
is-
back
You
here
stride
and,
and then
hit him with the
step,
demoralize
or
to try-
step and then stride.
Yep.
Are these
So I
harpies
just here.
flying?
You know what? I'll take my
You
step.
get an
Back.
extra step.
I'll
Yeah.
take my step action there instead.
Ignoring difficult terrain, which means you could step in difficult terrain.
And then I'm gonna demoralize them, saying, "Back off and leave. Nobody wants to finish this fight the way it's gonna end.
We will pluck your feathers if you leave.
You've seen how this fight has gone. You don't want to finish it the same way." That's not great.
Solid. Ah, I would have believed you.
I would have needed a critical success.
Oh, darn. Wow, that's a big...
Bare
All
minimum,
right.
because I tried to intimidate the queen.
Well, I mean, I can
Right side,
still,
they might come in on us
I can
now.
still cast spells at them. Like the barrier isn't preventing me from doing such.
They have not
And they
attacked
don't
us.
look-
Oh.
Well, wait, Kyle, do they look like they're trying to leave? After I failed my intimidation?
They basically just ignored you. You basically turned into like fucking 4-legged panther and bound up the fucking stairs, jumping and skipping half of them. You get up
Yeah,
there
with
and you
them.
go round, and they just literally aren't even paying attention to you.
Do they look hostile?
These
Or do they
bastards.
look hostile?
I don't
can't
know,
roll above
guys.
a
Do
10,
you think
man.
I should shell them while they're outside the barrier, or do you think we should wait until they
Wait a
decide to
minute.
build the courage?
Kyle, can
They
I
have
use my
waited
hero
this
point?
entire time. They have more than
Huh?
enough
I
time.
keep forgetting I have 2. Can I use my hero point? I keep forgetting I have 2.
I am
Do you have a
unsure.
hero?
Yeah, it's a check. You should be able to hero point it.
I constantly forget that I have 2 right now.
They have no
Please do,
reason
but
not
that's
to
worse.
attack us, yet they have not. So I do not
Ran,
understand.
ran. Now they don't even hear the ran. They
Oh, it's
just-
a critical. It's a critical fail. They might attack us now.
You go to demoralize them. Yeah, is there an actual difference on crit fail and demoralize?
I don't think
I
I don't think so. No.
I'd imagine they'd want to
you
come
go-
fight me now.
You go to demoralize them and hairball. You start hacking up a hairball right as you're about to yell at them, and they don't hear you at all.
It's the hairball from the feathers at the last fight.
Right, there you
Plus
go.
20 to intimidation.
I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to attack them, or do you want me to wait?
If they don't look hostile, I wouldn't attack.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they do.
That's a good question.
They
Can
look like they're
I
raring to go.
sense
They're lining
motive
up on
on
us.
the harpies to see if
There
I
you
can
go.
figure out if they're gonna attack or not?
They do be lining up pretty good on us.
They do. That's a good spell equivalent right there.
Well, if you had a line and you're standing there.
True.
But with the AoE he has up right now, if he can reposition it, that shit's crazy.
I can't reposition it. It's
Damn
stuck there.
it. That's kind of why I stayed inside of
Where is
it.
this?
I could
Although-
have just jetted out of
Spot
it.
in the book.
It doesn't specifically state, however, that I need to sustain it, so it doesn't give me actions to keep this thing going.
Yeah, that's good.
That also means I can't remove it until it's over.
I'm okay with that as long as it don't hurt me. I'll attack from where I'm at right now.
Also, yes,
I would
did
say
go off of and waste most of my high-level spells for the day, but I don't care.
what you can tell, what you can see, they appear to be in a stance to attack. They're not like running away. They also appear to be waiting patiently, and you can tell that one of them is probably calling the shots, based
Probably
on
intimidated.
what you see. This is what the main one looks like.
Oh, she got a crown of fucking horns.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
the rest of them look like this.
Wait, the one chick has a bow and I don't like it.
Yeah, but they
And
have
she's
not
raging.
attacked us yet.
If you wanted to try to talk to them before
Yeah,
you finished,
Alhatham will try to do that.
you would have to take an action to do
Communicate.
diplomacy if you wanted to talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the
I'll-
perfect one for that.
Alhatham will, turn around and look over. Hello! We have no quarrels with you. We are just dealing with the, people who've
Bad dwarf.
dealt...
Intransigence.
The people who have taken over this, this various staircase.
I'm just gonna kill this one because he's out of the circle. He'd run into the circle till he died.
Until he died.
Why isn't this
Well,
working, damn
he's
it?
not in combat anymore because it's too laggy and he was
Right.
with it. So he's slowed because he's sickened 2 and slowed 1.
He's
He was
used to
doing
it.
anything. So he runs into the shield trying to run at you guys and dies. The harpies watch, they laugh.
Another man melted
They
accident.
laugh.
Another man that
Wait,
I've
they
melted
seem
in the last
happy that he
few
died.
weeks. This is becoming
And-
a disturbing trend.
And what did you say to her?
We are here only to repel the invaders of this passage, not you. You're welcome. We have no quarrels.
So long as you don't demand a toll.
Bro.
Go ahead and make an impression on her, the main
Okay,
one.
target her. We'll make an impression.
And this will take an action.
Where is it? There it is.
Also, can you make sure to throw all like the 100 gold or higher level loot into Gilbark's bag, please?
I am going to re-roll that with a pity point. That's a natural one. Not a pity
That's probably
point.
a bad thing. 0 point.
Yeah, that's what I
What
meant.
are we throwing
It's
into
not
a
much
bag now?
It's not much better, but it's still
But
a
it's
success.
not Oh!
Success!
Nice.
I have a very high
Okay.
bonus.
And so you tell her that you have no issue with them and you're just here for the Band of Blades. You see that her demeanor goes from hostile to unfriendly. She's not quite down with walking away. You can spend another action to try again to continue your diplomatic negotiation.
Listen,
We're simply here to make a toll-free road.
We are simply here to
Taxation
clear
is
out
fast.
those who have been robbing people who are willing, who need to pass through this. As I said previously, we have no quarrels, but as you can probably see, we are no slouches when it comes to combat either. We just rather not be brought to bloodshed.
Well,
Okay, try another impression.
I tried that with the fat dwarf, and he just wouldn't listen. Maybe these harpies will. Preferable.
That's
We do not
much better.
We do not. Oh, damn.
Just a regular success, though.
Okay, so she's kind of thinking it over. She's considering it. She'll free action reply. The Strovel stairs and their secrets are not for you. We don't care for the Band of Blades. We've made a temporary pact with them that has been mutually beneficial, making sure that we toll those that cross. But I am not convinced that you would leave the secrets in peace and only take out the Band of Blades. You have one more action if you want to try a final retort.
That bad, huh?
I mean,
she's hostile. He had to bring her
I'm
from
having
hostile.
To unfriendly.
So
He went from hostile to unfriendly to neutral. But that's still not enough according to the book to get what he's wanting here.
the problem is I can't, like, obviously we have to go into the ruins if we want to deal with the rest of the blades, because they're probably looking through it.
Right. Oh, we're going in. But we need to convince her to leave.
If your deal with the blades was not for them to deal and look through the ruins, then you're probably you cannot trust them to uphold that. They look for magical secrets and wish and almost have certainly started investigating them already. Now I'm trying to turn her against the blades rather than trying to convince her that we're in the right.
Mark.
Yeah, would this would almost be a request. What is request? You make a request for a creature that is friendly or helpful, so you can't ask a request till she's at least there. So I think it would still be making an impression, reasoning. Try one more, make an impression with your third action to see if you can raise her status, opinion of you.
Come on,
What is
baby.
your-
9 or
Come on,
higher.
baby.
I will murder.
You got this, baby.
10, we'll take it.
Okay.
My next character will have a parrot.
Right.
She is
I'm just
now
saying, Dylan,
above neutral.
Monk's gonna have a parrot.
What the hell is that again? It goes to friendly.
Wait,
Well,
Dylan's still not
you have
back.
certainly proven yourself to be capable
Oh,
at
shit.
taking out these scum. We will leave you to it. If you can clear out the camp, the rest of these idiots, we won't stand in your way.
Gladly.
But we're not leaving.
Oh,
The
no.
Strovel stairs are this, and their secrets. This is our home, and she will take off with the rest of them all now because they don't need to guard the stairs, and they're all gonna go back into the nape of this statue
Whew.
and close the door, which you can't see, but you can surmise there's an opening now after watching them flow in there.
I think we're going to have to fight them eventually anyways, because we want everything.
We
I
don't.
just made a boss
We
fight more
ju-
difficult.
We just need the cards. I don't care about the rest of the loot. This is their home. If they want to keep things the way they were, I don't mind.
Shit, I deleted the other guy.
More loot equals better weapons.
I don't disagree.
True.
But I'd also rather not murder a bunch of harpies that are just trying to defend the place they live.
I mean, they're harpies. They're gonna kill nonetheless.
They're
anyone
evil
bleeding?
creatures.
Have you ever played
No.
Baldur's Gate?
Listen, I understand that you might perceive them that way, but the fact that
think
they
we
were
only got
willing to
hit
talk
once.
to us at all is...
All right,
A good
you
sign.
guys get 80 XP for clearing the guards at the front barricade.
414.
14.
And we can
Oh,
get rid of
yeah.
this template because that would dissipate rather quickly after that interaction.
We deal with the
Man.
blades, we
Can
grab the
please-
cards, and then we're good.
We're
So
going to check our bodies and the chest.
feel
I'm
free to
basically full
loot.
HP.
Yeah, can we put the shit in Gilbark's bag of holding? like this +1 chainmail.
Oh, he's wearing half plate. Wow.
Wait, there's +1 chain. Well, I actually have +1 chainmail already.
Get rid of these effects. Try to get our frame rate back.
Feather token. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a
I have
consumable.
+2 chainmail. Ooh, unusual. I'm gonna press the button. Nobody else.
Oh,
Shane.
yep. You found the thing.
The unusual object.
I'm better at occultism than anything else.
I am going to roll occultism as well.
So,
Arcana.
I kind of forgot that was unusual. Should not be.
Oh,
It is very clear. God dang it! Come on.
Well, it's a card.
That it is a card.
The public, the
Um,
Republican.
And I think what I've been doing is I'm scaling the epitome through recall knowledge, and I was using your level, and it was that, which makes the DC that. And Amalisce did succeed, so Amalisce will know the epitome effect
Oh,
of
snap.
Republican.
Can you give it the epitome while it's in there?
Sure, she'll know what it is. It still won't, until it's invested, the epitome effect won't
Gotcha.
happen. But you can know what it is by her knowledge
Now,
of occultism and shit.
I hate to say this, guys, but
That's you.
hear me out. Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement.
I was going to say, that's a you all day.
I'm 4 behind you on.
Oh,
Can I have what the
diplomacy.
epitome effect is?
Not only that, but that +1
Oh, that's
circumstance
sick.
bonus to succeed, like for allies after succeeding aid checks. Given I get I get a +4 status bonus on all of my checks to aid.
No, that's solid.
That is
All right,
like
Emily,
perfect
you
for
know
me.
the epitome effect. I don't even know these epitome effects, so I'm reading these with you. That's kind of cool.
Tavern appears in the village. Wow.
By a
But it's
jovial,
definitely
one-eyed
you.
bartender.
Oh, that allows us to learn the hero's feast ritual. That's
Yeah,
super
but
fucking awesome.
It stacks, or it scales with the juggler, because if you have the juggler epitomized, which you do, the town square is that's linked to a city, like you have it linked to Absalom. The patrons of the tavern trade gossip from Absalom as if they were actual citizens there, so you can gather information in your tavern with your NPCs as if
that's
he was
so
actual Absalom citizens.
That's so good. Oh my god.
That's pretty solid.
It is.
Religious symbol of Gorum. I don't care about that. Steel feather
But what I
token
was
bird.
asking, Kyle, is can you put like all the half plates and like the weapons in Gilbark's bag of holding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
since he
'cause
got
he's
His
basically
bag,
anything worth more than
yeah,
50
he has
gold.
a lot of capacity.
30
Holy
gold.
shit. Yeah, the
There's composite
+1 resilient
longbows.
half plates worth 500.
Also, I only have room
Everybody
for one
has
more
a steel.
card.
Wait,
What
what
is
is this steel-colored feather token? What does this do?
I think it's a shield or something.
Small pair sparrow. Relay one message up to. I already posted it.
Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
You're
done.
good. It's a message.
Oh, that's like sending a message to
30
somebody.
miles per hour. That bitch is fast.
Dude, right?
Let's give all of those to Alhatham too. I think.
Oh, yeah, I can send messages.
Sure.
I think messages are better on you because character-wise, I have like negative intelligence. I believe. I have +0 intelligence
Nice.
and -1 wisdom. I'm not
Freaking
good at writing letters.
Sack for holding rock and a rock.
I saw that too.
That cracks me up.
On
I
the
was
giant.
really just when I first saw that, I was just like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, no, I think basically any weapon worth 20 or more gold or armor should go to Gilbark's inventory
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
because
Can
none
we-
of us are going to really have a benefit from any of those items.
Do we get any more money from the treasure chest of tolls they've collected over time, as opposed to just our own cash?
So,
He's like, well, in that case,
I knew
least you
you would
mentioned
ask
it.
this.
we were the first ones they tried to
I think
demand.
I got all the
200.
loot. Double check that there's no other item worth more than 20 gold, because I'm going to delete all these fucking tokens. Get them off the
Yep, give
screen.
me 1 second. So
And we
Oh,
do
yeah.
get all our items. This isn't like when you
And
pay a
Gilbark
NPC. in a video
there's a
game, right?
composite longbow, a +1 weapon on this guy.
Yeah, I dropped it in chat, but
Oh,
yeah,
it's 35 gold. Yep.
Still enough
Okay.
money to make
Yeah,
it
you
worth
gotta be-
carrying.
True.
Yeah, Gilbark has 40 bulk on him right now. I hope
And how
that all
much
fits
total
in this
wealth
spacious
does
pouch.
he have of spacious in that spacious pouch?
Oh my god.
Well,
yeah.
Now that I have everything in his inventory, I have to move them individually. God, how does he do this?
He's
This is a pain in
carrying
the ass.
40 bulk of items right now.
That's crazy. Well, that great sword alone is probably a couple. I didn't look and
Like
see how
3
heavy it
or
was.
4
but-
bulk.
Oh my god, guys, we're so close. We have 41,690 gold of wealth amongst all of us. All we need to do is make that 4,
Dude.
that 1 a 2, and then move the 69 and replace the fucking 0. Oh, we're so close to 420.
You guys are actually almost filling his fucking container.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sell some shit out of that.
Well,
container.
yeah, we're gonna sell all.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we-
god, maybe he can't pick all this up.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
all
doesn't
of the
Alhatham have
armor
one
is
too?
a lot.
Shit.
No, I
Anything
do
he
not.
can't hold, give to me.
That's
don't give to me.
Bloodlords that I have the bag
Wait.
of holding to.
Oh,
I can only hold 1 extra bolt.
I can hold
I can
1
hold
extra
quite a few
bulk
extra.
myself.
I can hold 9 extra bolts.
Oh, give it to her.
damn.
Make Amalisce the pack mule. No offense.
Yeah, so I think he has a plus. Was he using the +2 striking composite short bow for himself? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think I put everything in his bag. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
he's at 6 bulk, 8 light, so he's not quite to 7, so he's not encumbered. I think I have all the loot in the bag. The bag is now 42.5 bulk out of 50. So he's
Damn.
good. But it is really
Jesus.
full.
We'll need to
Damn,
unload when we get back to the court. So
Yeah,
we
we
can,
do.
Alright, then I can delete these
We'll
tokens.
go down. I'm gonna get a lifting belt anyways.
Free
too,
the map
so.
up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
have to get
so
to
this chest.
Absalom again, which we do have a
So,
portal to, I believe.
Bro,
Who's opening the chest?
Is there a
Amalisce.
lock?
Yeah, is there a
Amalisce,
lock and
go
is it
ahead
trapped?
and roll a D100.
oh, you know what? Let me
Ooh,
I
randomly.
heal her first.
She's really good at D100s.
True.
If this is the one time you roll a 20, I'll kill you.
72.
72.
That works.
Oh, nice.
All right.
And then I'm going to roll a D4. How the fuck?
What?
Ha, rip.
He's gonna roll a D4.
I already had in my mind how we were going to handle this before you asked, because I knew you
Hero
were gonna
point.
ask. Yeah, that's not how that
Can I
works.
use a hero
So,
point to re-roll your D4?
I'm like, hold up.
You're not
It's
going to
not
let
a
us
hero
give up our
point.
resources for stupid things?
There are
Okay.
50 gold pieces, which I will put in the party stash so that I can
Lame.
distribute it.
There are
Yep,
5
it
of
looks
us.
like-
we just give
it
each
looks
other
like-
10.
Well, I'm just gonna put it and distribute to everybody.
These guys wanted
then-
way too much money out of us. I'm happy
And
we
then,
killed
boom.
them now.
That should do
Oh.
it to everybody in
We
one
just wanted
bite.
to get through the thing. So
So it is probably around noon now. You guys have been watching since like 10. What the fuck is going on?
we're gonna heal everybody up and then take.
Oh,
gonna
'cause
take
he's
a minute to
offline.
refocus. So
Yeah, his
Just
power
freaking
went out.
out about his vials when I did that. Okay, so you guys have been watching this camp, or from your camp, you've been watching the stairs for the last couple hours. You haven't seen any travelers today. It seemed like a pretty light travel day. Based on the coinage in the chest that you opened, it looks like there's probably only been one traveler to pay the toll so far today, and that's why
That
the
means
chest is this empty.
there's
If
more
a
money
traveler comes
elsewhere.
through, I'm literally gonna ask him for money.
Dude,
Oh,
right?
right. Gilbark's
Take
not
that,
here
Emily.
right now, so I guess I get to do the healing for once.
Yeah. Well, I did Amalisce. Are you full, Amalisce?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do
I'm
Gilbark.
only down like 20 HP tops.
I'm
Oh,
also
copy.
only down like.
I'm down
30.
22 HP.
I'll heal myself and Sylas, and
I'll heal Amalisce. Or
yeah, I should be
Gilbark.
within heal range for you.
let's see, skills, medicine, treat
And I'll take 10 minutes to
wounds.
refocus on my what you call focus buttons.
All right, you guys are going to
Don't forget to heal Gilbark.
I
heal,
did.
like pretend you guys are still on the stairs. Continue
Mhm.
doing whatever the fuck you're doing.
Oh,
I
I
am
didn't take
hiding the map
assurance,
for a
but
second.
that's fine.
Okay.
I don't know how much more we should continue without Dylan here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, is he not going to be able to get
Perfect.
back on?
I mean,
I don't think so.
Depends on if his power comes back, I
yeah,
guess.
exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going
Was
on
it-
in
It's
New York
prob-
that has power issues?
It's
nothing.
probably
I mean, it's
the.
supposed to
My
rain-
guess
start
is
raining
it
like
might
a
just be the
motherfucker.
heat. Maybe it's a brownout.
Yeah, but
not
like, what's like a motherfucker? Because like we can get
Like a monsoon.
It's
Well,
been
we get, like,
windy.
Yeah, it
6
has been a
inches of
little
rain and
windy.
be fine. What's a monsoon?
Yeah, it's
A
not.
monsoon's closer to like 20 inches.
Yeah, no, it's Yeah, it's got a little
Just
windy
get
tonight,
60
so
inches of rain and be fine. We
it
could
may be
never.
windy by his house.
Maybe.
Because it was a little windy here, but where he lives, it might be a bit windier.
Alright.
So like I said, so I'll take
I did
10.
what I needed to do.
Okay, I'll take 10 and
Oh,
get my bonus points back.
Gilbark can also take the
Monsoons are only
25.
2.5 to 8 inches. We've had more than that.
Gilbark never took Rishalou's 42 points of
That's
healing.
crazy.
He's not here. GM has to take it for him.
Yeah,
for
maybe.
Gilbark.
42.
Let's give him like
42.
5 more minutes to see if he comes back, and then if he doesn't,
Did you do the
we'll-
25 to Gilbark as well? Was that a...
Yeah, if he needs
Ward medic?
if needs top up, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it
And
doesn't even
I'm
say
How many
Buffalo,
minutes?
New York's getting weather.
And
How many? 10 minutes.
Yep.
Well, you
For
would
all
do
that?
that while Alhatham
yeah, I can
was...
refocus all 3 in 10 minutes.
Oh,
Wait,
you took that.
does he
feat?
also live in
Nice.
Buffalo?
I did.
Oh my god, I'm getting doxxed right now, guys. What the fuck?
No, Dylan's getting doxxed. You just doxed yourself, moron.
Well, we've been talking about like the weather in the area. Like, come
yeah,
on.
but you're literally the one who doxed yourself. I said, is Dylan from Buffalo? And you said, I'm getting doxed right now.
Ish. He's a suburb of.
Ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at Buffalo. It doesn't even say you guys are getting major weather.
I don't
No,
hear
no,
anything
it's not.
outside.
But it did the wind. It got windier where we live, but it's not crazy wind. So it could just be some drunk hit a fucking electrical pole.
Some
That's
fucking
valid.
dickhead.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
I've seen it
No.
before.
True.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be steady
we've been
rain
getting like
starting at
constant
midnight.
non-stop rain. Like over the past like 3 weeks, we've probably gotten like 9 inches.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty
It
nuts.
is going kind of crazy. Like everybody was complaining about no rain. Now all we're getting is rain.
Right.
Cut
Oh, those are doors. I just
over.
realized that. Those are doors.
Yeah.
And one of my buddies at work is like, "Why haven't I seen a tornado yet?" I'm like, "Because you don't want your house to get destroyed, idiot."
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that we're gonna wrap
Yeah.
up soon, so
Yeah.
let's move along just a little bit so I have direction before we stop.
Yep.
What do you guys do? So if you climb up those stairs,
Yeah,
you're
climb up
now
the
like
stairs.
250 feet up the cliff right now. Like it's very high up.
Wow.
Oh, left or right, boys?
I could catch a cat
You
up here.
Well, the harpies went.
let me
If you
read
can't catch a
some
harpy.
stuff. So, you guys climb up the stairs and you reach this flat section, this like relief in the stairs. The stairs cut deep into the cliff at this point, and walls tower 50 feet or more overhead on either side. A massive landing 50 feet to a side offers a respite from the climb. Several 20-foot tall doorways are set into the walls, 3 to the north, 1 to the south. Bloodstains and scorch marks mar the ground and walls here, as though fights on the landing were both common and recent. Several dead pack horses loaded with supplies lie in a heap to the southwest. Several jars, once held in packs tied to one of the horses' saddles, have tumbled free and broken, spilling a wide pile of coarse white crystals onto the ground. So that's what this mess is here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, drugs.
I'm gonna go investigate that and see what that powder might be.
Drugs.
Bum-ba-da-ba!
We gotta cook, Mr. White.
Every time I see the pause screen, that's what I think of. Bum-ba-da-ba!
Go ahead and
Bum-ba-da-ba!
roll a secret perception check, which I can post in chat for you
Okay.
as you're searching through the carts and the remains and whatever the fuck's all over the ground here.
Like
You
a
don't
horse, a person,
find
maybe 2, 3
anything.
There's cocaine. I see it.
Wow.
I'll make it 2. Oh wait, I can't make it 2. Not till I
Wait.
walk over.
Sure. We can
Walk
send
me
you
over if you want. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll
follow
also
Richie
take a
pretty
look.
The
close.
searchers already failed to find
Oh,
anything
okay.
of note.
Never mind.
Sylas, however, walks over.
I'm a legend. Praise me.
Maybe, depending on what it is.
Right.
You determine that the wagon has several crates of poor quality salt, probably used for corpse preservation.
Oh.
There's jars of spoiled formaldehyde cleverly hidden in a secret compartment on one of the barrels' base. This is what you discover is the secret compartment. But before you can open it, you find it, you see it. Before you can actually open it...
Give me that thieving check. Or does it blow me up?
Yeah, right, true. Why would you hide formaldehyde? Is it really that big a deal? Gee.
Likely... First creatures to poke around the cart. Likely the PCs. That's you.
That's us.
Alright.
Didn't see that perception check. My bad.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of... You get the sense that this white crystal is probably a necromantic component, being disguised as typical normal salt, like a salt trader in this wagon, but based on the formaldehyde and the corpse preserving salts, there's a lot of necromantic materials that you're seeing, and as you're realizing this, you step back, but it's too late. The jars explode as these skulls of necromantic energy. There's a bunch of them within these jars. They burst out of the jars and start swarming around. This is some crazy necromantic shit that got disturbed inside this cart. And just as you're reeling from what the fuck just happened, one of the horses springs to life out of the corpse, crawls out this big skeletal form of a horse. It's a massive lumbering horse skeleton.
My right.
They're looking to attack, and
Let's
that's
do our first
probably
42.
a good spot to call it.
I would agree.
Cowards.
I am
We're
going
missing
to
Dylan.
make friends with the skeletal horse, so I have a mount.
He's like, this shall be mine.
What's up,
Shall be
homeboy? Dap me
mine.
up.
You shall be mine,
All right.
horsey.
What
No.
XP are we at, by the way?
Nice.
414.
414.
Yeah, something like
Well, I thought we got something from the last fight.
That was
You
what we
did.
got from the
Yeah.
last fight.
Yeah, I
that.
think
You
it
were
was
at, you were at like
60.
3 something, and then you gave you 80, I think, for that last
Okay,
fight.
I guess
Yeah.
I did add it up. We're good. Never mind.
Okay, so I did add a new mod to keep track of dice rolls. That's
Ooh.
built
Ooh.
into it, so maybe we can get rid of our other one. I'm going to end session,
Ouch.
and that should preserve all those rolls. In your normal top left token controls tool, there should be a new rolls tracker die icon.
Yep.
Says dice stats.
Not dice stats, the one
Oh.
that's to the
Oh,
right.
rolls tracker.
Rolls
Okay.
tracker. That should
Click there.
open
Oh,
a new window,
that's
and
it.
Yeah,
you should be
oh
able
my
to
God.
see all of the stats.
8.
And we're
6,
posting the
7.
mean, guys. Everybody, the mean.
Yeah, the mean is more accurate than the median.
Mine's crazy.
I didn't think I rolled that bad, but I had 3 nat ones.
And this should include all of the secret rolls, because the idea is that
Yep.
this chart
Ah,
doesn't get updated
you beat me, you
until I
bastard.
click
I
end
only
session.
rolled like secret rolls. I'm gonna be honest
Cool.
with you. They were all fucking
Cool.
secret.
I rolled a 9.16. I
Ooh.
almost
Damn.
stole
The
it.
pity point
But
Guys,
is
this is
guys-
mine.
How did you
Right.
only roll a 12-7-7? That should be a 14.
What did
You did-
Gilbark roll?
Are you guys able to see him?
We should be able to see him as well.
If
Yeah.
we click on it,
He rolled a 12.75.
Wow.
He did the best.
Well, he did
No,
have, what,
he
2
didn't.
nat 20s
Aaliyah
in
did
that
better.
last fight. So.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Aaliyah was crazy.
Emily's
Barely
gonna be
better.
high as fuck. Oh, wow, she barely beat Gilbark.
She did by
Yeah.
a whole .02.
Well, Gilbark had 2 nat 20s.
I had 4.
Wow.
Holy shit, but you also had 3 threes, and Gilbark didn't roll that much.
Aaliyah
Alright.
officially cheating.
Well, we figured that out. I will go do an outro, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Say good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Well, that was a good session. I'm sorry we have to cut it a little short, but, one of us is having some connection issues. We'll deal with it hopefully by, hopefully it'll be fixed by Sunday when we play our next Bloodlord session. I would hope so. It's just a power outage. Regardless, thanks everybody so much for watching. If you still are, we'll be back, next Friday, because we don't stream Bloodlords. But for YouTube viewers, Bloodlords will be uploaded on Sunday. Last session was something. It was something, I'll just say that. But regardless, if you enjoyed and want to catch more of our streams or my personal streams, the easiest way to do so is to join the Discord, hit the buttons on your respective platforms, whether that be follow on Twitch or the subscribe the bell on YouTube. But regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night. Good night, everyone.